Good afternoon, evening, morning. How's it going, everybody? You're listening to Clemente's Corner. This is episode 66. How's it going? Good. Having a good week? Having a good year? I hope so. I hope all your dreams are coming true. I hope you're working hard, pushing towards dreams, crushing goals, doing well. I lost 6 pounds in the past 2 weeks. That's pretty cool. I'm doing this Herbalife thing. I'm doing lots of cardio. I'm trying to eat healthy, mostly. I did have a pizza yesterday, though. But life's going pretty good, super busy, doing lots of mics, doing lots of shows, lots of things coming up, lots of things in the works. I did a benefit show yesterday. It was a little rough, lots of bands, a couple comedians. Crowd was a little, not interested. Life goes on, though. I did a show in Lubbock, first ever theater. Kind of flopped it, kind of screwed it up, but you know what? Wasn't a bad experience at all. Good learning experience. I'm gonna learn from it. I'm gonna get better. You know how it goes. As always, this podcast is brought to you by Spitefully Spicy Salsa. Spitefully Spicy Salsa, made by our good friend Colin Robinson, local comedian, great guy. Nice fella. Makes several flavors: hatch green chili, mango habanero, Italian scorpion pepper, strawberry reaper, fiery Fresno, blueberry ghost pepper, and berry hibiscus. All the flavors you could ever want. The combinations you didn't know you needed in your life. Well, here they are. Spitefully Spicy on Instagram. Check it out. Follow the page. DM the man. He'll give you some salsa. It goes on everything. This podcast is also brought to you by Dragster Tubes, telescopic paparosa tubes. Since 2010, convenient, I dare say. Tradition since 1930, 2 ways of stuffing, style and satisfaction throughout the process. Guys, telescopic paparosa tubes, dragstertubes.com. Go to dragstertubes.com or check it out on Amazon or Facebook or Instagram, or you can even go to Green Gorilla here in Amarillo and get yourself some. They come pre-rolled. You ain't got to roll nothing. Put the tobacco in there, have a good time, fun for the whole family. If your whole family's over 18, that's the kicker right there. And then, as always, brought to you by No Third Lane. Their website's still down. NoThirdLane.com, guys. We got more shirts on the way. We're using those guys. Are awesome. Local company out of Lubbock, Texas. Data Bomb. So whenever they're up, I'll let you know. Get some t-shirts. I got some Yellow City Comedy shirts coming in. We got the double and the triple XL. So look out for that. We also got hopefully some koozies and some stickers on the way. We're there in the works. Gonna get lots of merch going. Hopefully we get this tour going in May. If not, we're gonna figure out something. I promise. Anyway, stay busy, keep working, go hard. This podcast episode was a lot of fun. Had a great time with 3 comedians out of Lubbock. Selena Martinez actually performed with her in Lubbock Friday. She crushed it. I followed her, and I kind of, ate dookie. But she's hilarious. We had a great time. She was here with Rafa and Paul Arias. They were here before. Very funny guys. We all had a great time. We mostly ended up talking about, how much Paul is in the closet. But it was a great episode overall. Had a good time. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We almost did about 3 hours. And have a good time. Enjoy yourselves. I'll see you next week. By the way, this intro was brought to you by Black Sheep off his new mixtape called Patience. The song is called Jerry's Record Store. I'll leave a link below. Black Sheep is a very talented artist here in Amarillo. And you can find this on SoundCloud as well as YouTube. Check out Black Sheep. Follow the link. Song's dope.
Think that I need to stay. Think that I need to stay. Stay grounded. I stay grounded. Fool with a tool, he won't shoot that. If they do, I'm a motherfucking shoot back. Man, I love a boom bap, never wanna bat boom. Tryna be a cool cat, smoking in the bathroom. Get up off my back, dude, unless you wanna back me. I've been on the track, running laps like a track meet. If I was an athlete, you would never pass me. Pass me the stat sheet, wordplay, no acting. Like flexing my wit. No Bowflex, no bench. Get off my dick, no, I don't owe you shit. I'm too focused to trip, I'm too focused to fight. Got the world in my fist and I'm holding it tight. The world is yours, tell them Nasir was.
So we're watching Rampage. My wife was there, my 6-year-old's in between, he's passing out and out. And then she says, "What happened to the ape? There's a black girl on Rampage, right?" And I said, "Which one? The white ape or the black one?" My wife said, so she stopped. I said, "Krista, he's asleep. We can't hear. You shut the fuck up. You're bringing attention to it. You're the fucking racist for bringing attention." That's what we talked about this one time where if you say a racist or bigoted or sexist or homophobic statement, it shouldn't count against you. It should count on whoever points it out or laughs about it. They're the bigot.
What do you mean?
Racist. So if I say
you're not a bigot if you say something bigoted,
right? If you laugh about it,
I don't think it works that way.
Well, I'm saying, what if it did?
I put it because it sounded funny, right? Not because I agree with you.
So,
but it kind of
so what if I say something about you having a Hitler Youth haircut, right? All you need to do is be blonde, blah blah blah, and they laugh about it. Oh, check out these fucking Nazis right here, right? It's not me for drawing attention to it. It's them for laughing and drawing even more.
You're saying, what if life worked that way?
Right. Well, you can say whatever, but whoever laughs at it, that's the bigot. That's the racist. That's the homophobe.
Then people would be terrified to laugh at things.
Yeah.
I don't make
people
the rules.
are terrified to laugh at things.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't make the rules. Oh, this is one other thing I was talking about. Bill Maher. Okay, Bill Maher is a comedian. So Stefan Molyneux put that about Bill Maher, and then he responded, he's a comedian. Yes. But he's been doing this political show for a while. So anytime something comes up, he catches heat for something. Oh, well, hey, I'm a comedian. Those are jokes. When does he stop being a comedian? Remember whenever he said, "Oh, I'm just a house nigga," right?
Yeah.
Then they brought Ice Cube's racist ass on there to condemn him for saying that.
Ice Cube's racist?
Fuck yeah, Ice Cube's racist.
No.
Yeah, listen to some of his older lyrics. Yeah. Even though it's fast, he's probably grown.
Well, he wrote that because he had that whole thing about like where he was talking about he doesn't like Jewish people. But that was his whole internal struggle with the guy who happened to be Jewish.
Right. So
whoa, Ice Cube doesn't like Jewish people?
Well, because Eazy-E's manager, the guy who took over, he was a Jew. So there's anti-Semitism. Of course, there's misogyny.
But he has like his own personal reasons for it.
Right.
It's not like he's just blanket racist against Jews for no reason.
That's true.
I'm not saying he should be.
No, before this time frame, before these movements have come up in the past 2 years or 3 or 4, Ice Cube wouldn't have been thought of as a racist. I would never have thought of him as a racist. But with everything as it is, let's point the finger. Pointed at me, I'll own it. Let's point it at Ice Cube as well. Let's point it at Snoop Dogg, who's not only a racist, but he's also cooning for the white man. Let's point it at these other people. So, with all that being said, whenever...
Why is Snoop Dogg racist?
Oh, because he's racist as fuck. Some of his comments where he talks about...
Because he's racist.
Oh,
he puts a lot of racial stuff on his Instagram.
Oh, yeah, and anti-white, and there's a lot of stuff in there.
I don't know if he's necessarily racist.
Well, if...
He's super anti-Trump, which is getting annoying.
Well, if a white dude were to say some of the stuff he said, let's say at a black, that would be...
Yeah, but you can't really make that comparison.
Well, why not? Raw people, though.
Because it's different.
And I'm not white. My wife is white, but she don't even count. She don't even count. If you're my wife's ghetto as fuck. She don't count. So, but so going back to Bill Maher. So
white people have a tax, though.
So with Bill Maher...
White people don't have that.
Ice Cube came on to tell him, hey, you're wrong for doing that, whatever else. Bill Maher didn't fall back on the, hey, I'm a comedian, those jokes. But when he says something about these Catholic kids, it's... People can say, oh, well, he's a comedian. That's what he's supposed to do. So, and the left's not going to say anything about it because Bill Maher, what he says is funny. Yeah. It's like what Jim Norton said in regards to what Judd Apatow in regards to Louis C.K. and the criticism he was catching.
Yeah, fuck Judd Apatow.
Fuck him. But Jim Norton said, we would never catch that kind of heat if we said something about, Trump or Christianity or whatever it is. You wouldn't catch that kind of heat. But if you say something about these Parkland kids, make a joke about it, you're vilified, even though it's just a joke.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. This is what I've been thinking about, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy.
My thing is like I'm going to defend
freedom of speech.
Yeah.
I agree.
Always.
I agree.
Especially comedians.
That's why whenever I said it's...
Well, I don't think it's necessarily a freedom of speech issue. I just think it's the fact that people don't think they should be held accountable for the things that they say. They want to say whatever they want, and people be like, and just be fine with it. And that's, I mean, there's always going to be social consequences for the things that you say, regardless of what you're talking about. And you have to be ready to defend it. And it's not just like, oh, you can't stop me from saying it. That's not what we're saying. It's just like, you got to be I don't know. Just don't pretend like people are not going, like people shouldn't be mad about it, because they're going to be mad about it, and you knew they were going to be mad about it, and that's probably part of why you said it.
But they're demanding people lose their jobs.
I don't agree with that at all.
They're demanding. No, I think that's too far.
They're fucking with their money.
Right. I don't agree with that at all. With Bill Maher, he's not going to catch much heat over
saying not at all.
Now, if he just, with his house nigga stuff, he got a lot of slack. He got a lot of heat.
Did he, though? I mean, maybe for like a day or two. He's fine.
It was about a week.
Did he lose any money?
No.
Probably not. It's probably...
No.
Probably got more viewers.
But being a comedian, doesn't that give you like some sort of pass?
I don't think comedians should be held to the same standard as like a journalist.
Okay, but what is Bill Maher? He can always fall back on that, and he is touring right now.
He's not really...
He's
the same thing as Stephen Colbert. Like, he's gonna get political, but he's still just a comedian.
So he can fall back on the, hey, I'm just a comic guy. So
because at the end of the day, all we're doing is saying shit. We're not the ones making policies. We're not the one making the rules. We're just talking.
And Bill Maher stuff, it is a joke, and it is kind of funny what he said about Catholics.
Sometimes it is
pretty good, pretty good. But however, if I say something, I'm just a quote unquote, I'm an open micer, right? I'm nothing, but I'm still in the quote unquote comedy realm world. So if I say something, and I'm serious about it, and I catch heat, I'm like, well, hey, I'm a comic guy. That's what I do. I'm here to make jokes, which is true. Where do you draw the line with someone like Bill Maher, who in the past has always fallen back on, hey, I'm just a comedian? I don't. Where do you draw the line? He's like it's like an imposter. He's like a chameleon. He's all of it, and he can be. It's America. He can be whatever the fuck he wants. But where do you draw the line with someone like him, or who draws the line either? I don't
think you draw a line.
But so it's just going to be that way where he's not going to catch heat for his left leaning.
Well, he's always going to catch heat from somebody, regardless of left or right.
You're right, but more so, like Jim Norton said, you could say pretty much anything that's left leaning and not really catch him cheating. You're not going to lose your job about it. You say something that's more right leaning, right of center, you can lose your job and you can lose money.
Unless you're Kanye.
Yeah, I don't know how his sneaker sales are doing. Like I don't know. I was just thinking about that. That's I've been thinking. Twitter, man, is very informative. I like it, but it's an evil place, man. That shit is fucking evil.
Gets out of hand very quickly.
And you can think about it, and I'll be there thinking about this shit, and it'll put me in a certain mood. And I hate being a bitch like that. My wife's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm just like, you're fucking quiet. What are you?" It's nothing. But I'm just thinking about whatever it was that I read or saw.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I need to just limit my Twitter exposure, but it's fucking tough, dude.
That's how I got suspended the first time, just talking shit to people.
Same thing here, man. And I still come back on it.
People would come after me, and then I'd be like, all right, that's an open door to roast them back. So I tried to roast them back, and then they'd report me. Like, oh, okay.
This black dude.
Assholes.
So they were talking about the whole face painting thing and blackface and all this other shit. Are we waiting for the girl to come?
No, we're good.
Oh, we can start?
Yeah, we can start.
Okay, well, let me say this real quick and then we'll start.
Okay.
Okay, so we're waiting for the whole thing to start with the blackface thing, right? And this black chick and this white girl going back and forth. The white girl's making good points and the black dude's just, they're blackface, so they're racist. It was a blackout thing. Like Tech has blackout.
Oh, yeah, with the part.
But, like, you should know not to black out your face.
Well, they did the face and the whole body and everything.
Tons of schools do that, though.
And they do blue out and white out. And so it was all types of stuff. I see what you're saying as well. So then I like the comment.
Well, it's not even blackface, though.
No, it was whole black body.
Yeah.
So, but then I like the comment of the girl, and then the black dude said something, and then I like the comment of the girl, because the girl's making a point. The black dude goes in there, oh, who liked her stuff? I'll tap on that. Oh, Paul, tap on that. Send him a private message. Paul, it's blackface, see below. Charles Minor. I look at Charles Minor shit. My first instinct is to come back. Hey, Charles, thanks for taking the time to click on who liked it, and who it was, and then click on that, and then send me a private message. I appreciate the shit out of that, Charles. But what it's going to do is going to take up time. So when I'm driving, and he's fucking, me and him are going back and forth, I'm going to pull over. Okay, Charles, blah, 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 blah. Boom, send it. Like if I'm driving, I hear that ping. Motherfuck you, Charles, bitch.
Turn off your notifications.
Boom. But I'm going to think about it. Okay, did he send me one? I know I'm not hearing it. So did he send it? So then, boom, so I was thinking about it.
Telling your boss.
So then I was like, fuck, dude, son of a bitch. So I'm right there, fucking, I'm just walling over this shit. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do then?
That's what we need.
So I went on to other. So this guy Charles was on the rampage. So I went on.
What was he telling you?
He was very polite about it. But I knew
A polite rampage. You hear about those all
no,
the
but
time.
with other people, he was going off on it.
Good afternoon, Paul.
With other people, he was going off on it, right? And then arguing. So I said, okay, so fuck, man. I don't want this to consume my time. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and see who else is he arguing with, and whoever he's arguing with, I'm gonna like their stuff. So I went to 1, 2, 3, 4. So I like theirs. Charles, not Charles.
Well, you make me feel better about myself.
Fuck, dude, I felt so, man. So yeah, it took me an hour, but fuck, dude, I was sleeping and I slept like a baby.
Did you?
No, fuck yeah,
For
man.
doing that?
Talking shit
Fuck
on
yeah.
Twitter.
I didn't talk shit. I just liked.
That makes you feel good?
Fuck yeah, because
Endorphins. When you win those little battles.
so little battles. Do you accumulate those little battles?
But it's
That's
not
a fucking
real.
war.
You know that, right?
It's true.
What?
It's not
Because he's
real.
black?
It's not. No, it's not real. It's Twitter.
Twitter's not
I
real.
know, but it would that not realness. It becomes real because that's what I'm agonizing over. That's what I'm mulling over. That's what it's consuming me, and I fucking hate that. But I won that. I won that bad. I won those. It was an
So if
hour.
we start bullying you on Twitter, are you gonna kill yourself?
Mm-mm. I'm gonna think about you all the time.
He's gonna pull over every 5 minutes.
Fuck you, Selena.
You're the worst.
So, anyways, yeah, whenever you start, bro, I just want to get that off my chest.
All right.
Here we go. I am here live. Clemente's Corner, episode 66 or 67 or 6. I don't know what episode this is. I'm here with Paul Y. Arias. Rafa. Wait, go ahead. Super what?
Super duper live.
Super duper gay.
I'll
Rafa
take
the
that,
dog.
too.
And Selena Martinez.
I actually am super duper gay.
Relatively super duper gay. Where'd your wife go to get food?
Brahms.
Nice.
That's not really food.
They have hamburgers
I like
there.
their meat.
Oh yeah, they do. We go to the one in Dallas.
Do they have Brahms in Lubbock, right?
No,
No.
Really?
no, we have
That's why I wanted
Browns.
to go.
Not Brahms, Browns.
Is that the same thing?
No, one's Mexican, one's
Oh,
Brown.
Browns. Not a restaurant, just brown people?
Just super duper brown. We were talking earlier. I was telling Matt about words y'all kids use, and I say y'all. I'm probably the oldest dude listening all the time. Even Rafa, people probably think Rafa's
That's not
younger
true.
than
My
me.
grandma's listened to a few.
Has she really?
Yeah, she has.
That's great,
Did
dude.
she say, mijo, don't talk like that?
No, she doesn't. She just kind of,
Your Mexican
accepts it.
grandma or your
She's
white
like, where are
grandma?
you doing
white
this?
grandma. My
I had
Mexican
explained to my
grandma
mom what
hasn't
a podcast was like 4 times and teach her how to. She's like, I don't have a podcast app.
It's funny. My mom was listening to one me and Zane did.
Yeah.
And we talked about eating ass for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I remember
and
that
she
one.
was just like,
I'm
wow,
so
I
proud
had
of
to
you.
turn that one off. That was disgusting. I didn't tell you to listen, Mom.
So I was telling Matt about kids and the words they use. Like, kids use the word super a lot. I think that's uncalled for in a lot of things. Where I gave an example. We drove up with Selena and the wife, and like, yeah, man, we had a super dope conversation. You don't have to say it. You can just say, yeah, man, it was a very interesting conversation we had. So I'm thinking about putting my own spin on there and saying super duper. That way, it gives it a 40-year-old spin, not a young 20s. How old are you, Selena? You're mid 20s.
26.
Okay, yeah, that's still young, man. I look at 30-year-olds as young now. To me, that's young.
What are you, like 38?
40. I should start
close.
saying I'm 35 because I don't act like a 40-year-old.
You don't?
I act like a 25-year-old.
Well, I
But-
don't know. There's a lot of crazy 40-year-olds, so.
Yeah, I mean, if I shave my facial hair and you don't like my head, you can't see the white hair. My eyebrows aren't white yet.
I'm
either.
already getting white hair, and I'm 24, so.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
about.
she's had white hair since she was like 19.
Who's that?
Kelsey, my wife.
Yeah.
Damn.
Where? On her head?
Here. Yeah.
No, I mean where
Why
on
do
her
you have
head?
to go there?
Her eyebrows.
Why do you
Y'all
have
are
to
the
go
pervs.
there
No,
all the time?
I'm serious. Are they on her eyebrows? Because for me, it's even my nose hair is white now, and my hair. But that's why I keep it. Well, I'm not shaving right now.
I
but
just started getting long ass nose hairs. I can't pick my nose anymore.
yeah,
it's pretty sad.
You got to
It
trim
hurts.
them up all the time, and your ear hair is gonna start
Do
growing
you?
too. Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Your ear hair. You gotta get them mirrors that zoom in and then
Can I
look
get
on
a
the
nose
side.
trimmer?
No, you just use tweezers. You just start enjoying the pain. Just enjoy the pain with the tweezers, and you get them out. Am I right?
No,
you.
the nose hair is one of the longest hair you have.
Yeah, but that's no.
because when you pull it, it hurts all the way to your ass.
Hurts like a bitch.
No,
Yeah.
mine
It's all
are.
the way to your ass.
Well,
That's funny.
I've been doing this for a
Quickest way to make yourself cry is just like real quick.
yes,
pulling out.
yes, but I've been doing it for a long time where I don't even feel it anymore. It's you do feel it, but not
Do
really.
you still feel it when you tweeze your ass hairs?
No, I don't tweeze. I use these little clippers.
Do you shave your ass?
You got to, bro.
See, I've never done it. My friend shaved his ass, and he said his ass was just sweaty
No,
all the time.
okay,
So
no,
I was like,
here-
oh, I'll just keep it. I'll just
Okay.
keep it hairy.
How did he shave it though? Did he use
I didn't
razors?
ask.
Why didn't you
that's
ask?
too much
Did he shave it
info
down
right
all the
there.
way to the skin, or he just like trimmed it up?
You
a
gotta
little?
ask.
I think he probably shaved it all the way down. He
That's
said
No,
wrong.
you just gotta trim it.
he said
That's
there's a
wrong.
pull of sweat in his ass crack for like a week straight. And I was like, okay, well,
Don't shave it all the way down. Don't use razors. You gotta ask.
but
gotta
why do
ask.
why do you shave it?
Because your hair starts. I just don't. Because I'm always touching my ass. So
Does your wife lick your butt?
no, dude. My wife thinks my ass is disgusting. My wife says my backside looks like an ironing board with a crack at the bottom. So
Nice.
Yeah, no, she don't touch me. So
Well, then no reason to shave.
well, you never know who is. I mean, I'm in the oil field, so stuff can happen,
What are you
man.
doing in the oil field?
Well, working and stripping down sometimes. You got to pee and take a
Jerking
shit out
dudes
there.
off in my spare time?
I mean, I'd rather not talk about that on with the company I'm with. I don't want to incriminate myself.
You had talked so much about so much crazy
But
stuff.
you
now
never.
don't wanna talk about
Okay,
that.
so it's pretty effeminate for a dude to get a tattoo on his back, a tramp stamp, right? I had a homeboy, Richard.
Would that be beta male?
Well, no, Richard was pretty alpha, but he was from California. He was involved in some Baldwin Park clique or something over there, and I met him at Halliburton. And so he used to always do this fuck with us. He would strip down on the side of his Halliburton truck down to, just nothing. And he would take the water bottle and wash his body there and really lather his ass cheeks with water bottles. And you could see his tramp stamp, and he enjoyed doing that, dude. And it was... What's funny is when we were in our trucks, we never turned away. We would be honking and laughing and throwing stuff at him while he was bathing out there with water bottles. But you
Y'all
never
weird.
know. That's called camaraderie,
Is honking
friend.
slang for wanking? Like
Yeah, well,
you're just
I
jerking
didn't
off
even-
and throwing water
honking.
bottles?
yes, it's the Transformer version of it. So
Honk.
you never know when you're gonna have to strip down. And you don't want a hairy ass. You want to look at it like, okay, yeah, this dude takes care. He's well groomed.
I think I'd rather have a hairy ass.
Why? I'm a well groomed son of a bitch.
What if it's windy? I don't need wind going up my asshole.
You don't want that mesh. You got a mesh of hair that's gonna entrap
Yeah.
all the dingleberries and stuff
Yeah,
in
keep
there.
flies out, man.
I offered my wife. I said, I'll give you $1 if you shave my butthole. Just because you can't see it all that well. And since I'm fatter, there's a lot that goes into it, man. You need time, and it would be a lot easier if my wife could just take care of it. But no, she's not going to. She's not a team
Not for
player
$1.
like that. Well, what do you want to pay her?
You
You
gotta
better buy her a car.
You gotta find a nice Asian woman.
Yeah, well, those got shut down in Lubbock. Some
All
of
of
them are
them?
still open. There was
Oh.
a raid a while back. Y'all remember that? You remember that raid?
I've always wanted to get a happy ending, but I'm too cheap.
My wife
And I feel like we would be the one guy that got busted.
My wife went to go get a massage over there, and she walks in, and the lady comes out, and she's Asian, and she does double take with my wife, and my wife just wants a massage. My wife gets this massage and all this other stuff, and the lady said, I don't have no openings, right? So my wife said, all right, and within 2 weeks, that place was busted. It was a raid because
Damn.
it was a happy ending place.
How do you think cops find that shit out? They just stake out every massage parlor.
they
They're probably going there.
Yeah.
Like, I got a
Nah,
happy
they usually
ending
do
with my
undercover.
friend. Fucking
That's another
snitches,
cover
man.
job, right?
I'm gonna be that cop.
Strictly massage parlors.
Checking every massage parlor within 100 miles.
Hey, Matt, we've got these 3 male
Buying
massage
drugs.
parlors. Would you get a massage from a dude?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like, will you strip down with the nothing? A massage, not clothes on, but strip down.
I mean, as long as he ain't reaching for my ass and shit, yeah.
Well, okay, that's part of it, man. I mean, you never know. There's some consequences involved with that stuff.
Well, like he's gonna keep a towel over my waist.
I mean, I would. Would you, Rafa?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, Rafa would sexually assault people. We all know that. What kind of question is that?
It's like he would be stripped down naked except for a dog mask.
You think any masseuse have gotten Me Too'd? That seems like it should be a thing,
Of
right?
course, man. How could you not? Dudes are creepy. I mean, I'm team
Hell
dude.
yeah, dudes are creepy.
I'm team
You're
dude.
team dude?
Yes. Yeah, all the time, 24/7. But you got to also be honest about it.
I'm team dude.
Dudes are creepy, man.
That's a funny.
They're animals.
It's a funny
We're
stance
animals.
to take.
I mean, I'm not an animal. I'm pretty clean. I'm well maintained, groomed.
No, you're definitely an animal.
Yes, but not. I'm a well maintained animal, right? I'm not gonna go out and do some creepy sexual stuff. Plus, too, I'm 40 years old, man. I don't want any more kids. Not that you can get kids from the butthole, but still, I don't.
I don't know where you're going with this, but continue.
Nowhere. Just that that dudes are animals.
Dudes are animals.
I'm gonna take a dude's side. But if I see something within those first few seconds, or even afterwards, I can change my mind. Like, nah, that's that dude's fault, man. As much as I want to be with that guy,
So you automatically take the dude side.
it's a default
If
position.
you see a headline,
Yeah,
dude.
default. Yeah, it's a default position. But that doesn't mean I can't change it. But Yeah, and if it's dude on dude, that's tough, man. It's like I'm taking both of their sides.
I like to wait on it, because I feel like the headline is always people jump to bold conclusions right away.
Yeah.
R. Kelly, definitely guilty.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's been out there. Yeah, but some of these girls are 17, though. And in the state of Texas, 17 is legal, though. I don't know over there in Chicago and Illinois. Did y'all watch that documentary?
Honestly, like the federal age, have you looked up the federal age for like consent? It's like 13.
14, yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I didn't know
like
that.
it's up to the states to really decide that. And a lot of states are still like 16, 17.
Yeah, that's gross when it comes to girls. For dudes, that's cool, man. It's all right.
That is weird. It's a weird double standard.
It is. For dudes, 14-year-old boy, it's open game, bro.
Yeah, because I guess a woman can rape a 14-year-old. It's still molestation, but he's totally down, so.
We were talking about this in the car about Charlemagne the God and how he was
Charlemagne.
he was molested by his babysitter. He was I don't know, 8, 9, something like that.
It's actually pretty common.
She was in the teens and she was giving him
I never had
fellatio.
one.
And he says that he finally told her after a few times to
You're
stop.
like,
Stop.
Yeah,
I don't
so
want this.
disappointed.
He said the reason he told her no, stop, is because she smelled like Jerry curl, man. He just couldn't deal with that Jerry curl smell, dude. So
Yeah.
Team dude though. That's where I'm going with
Team
this.
dude.
Team dude. Selena's
And
with me.
Selena's the opposite.
No,
she
Selena's
said
team dude.
she didn't like dudes.
Selena loves dudes. She loves
Team ladies.
ladies, but Selena loves me. And I'm part of
Does
the
she,
team
though?
dude. Yes.
Does she, though?
Yes.
that's a false statement.
No, yes. I don't even ask her. You ask me what Selena likes. I'll tell you. Anything that pertains to me about Selena, you ask me. Team dude. Hashtag. Put the hashtag in front.
Okay, I
Team
don't have to
dude.
speak for myself because Paula's here, my representative.
But that's what just the Jerry curl smell stopped him from liking that, and it had an adverse effect on him. Jerry curl.
Interesting.
Did you watch the documentary? Did y'all watch it?
Surviving R. Kelly or whatever?
Yeah.
No, I didn't watch
it's
it.
online. It's like 8 hours. My wife said she saw 8 hours. Like, holy fuck! No
8
wonder.
hours?
Yeah, no wonder the clothes
Where
didn't
is
get
it
washed and
online?
Well,
folded.
it was 51 monkey.
She said she got it on
It's
Facebook.
50? See, I didn't
Oh,
even,
it's
I don't-
definitely more than 50.
I don't even know
No,
the
the ones that
details.
complained, they're the ones that
Have
got
y'all
in
seen
The
there.
that?
ones that have come out about it, but there's
Exactly.
definitely like 3,005.
Have y'all seen that old video of him in concert where he's like, I want to take a girl home tonight, but she's got to be 18 and over. And he's got like a sign, and then he like shoots a hose at them through his legs. It's the creepiest shit ever. And they're all screaming.
That sounds like a blast, man.
It's just hilarious that he had to emphasize 18. Like his homeboy was holding up a sign behind him while he was on stage.
Wink, wink, wink. This was before emojis, but there was an emoji with a winking emoji.
Oh man.
Wink, wink. I don't know, dude. R. Kelly's still a talented musician.
Yeah, he's made some of the greatest songs ever.
I don't think you can take that from him, but he's definitely a deviant, and sounded like he had these women locked up.
Yeah, he had a
He did.
sex cult.
Yeah. Well, I mean, more power to him, man. I guess. I mean, no power. I said no power to him. Rafa,
You said
Okay,
more.
I'm sorry.
I said no
I
You
power.
definitely said more.
I
We'll
couldn't
go.
contain my reaction.
No,
I'll go
it's-
edit it.
This is Topo Chico I'm drinking. It's bubbly. It gets me my mind a little bubbly. I said no power.
No power.
That's what I meant to say. No power to him. But you can't take away his music from him though. And then I don't know if anyone's trying to. Same thing with Michael Jackson.
Well, like Spotify, I think is like removed.
Yeah.
I think they're just taking him off a playlist, so his music's still there, and his music spiked like whenever he got that Surviving R. Kelly came out.
Of
People
course.
are trying to remember, like, who the fuck is
Yeah.
R. Kelly?
Did you listen to R. Kelly as a kid, Selena?
There's so many good R. Kelly songs.
R. Kelly's 12 play came out whenever I was in the 9th grade.
Step in the Name of Love.
That was
jam. It's a jam forever.
Chocolate City, right? From the Chocolate City album?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. R. Kelly was huge when I was in the 9th grade. I got the R. Kelly tape because not everyone, only rich people had CDs, so you had to get the tape back then. And I think it was a bootleg one from one of my friends.
I remember tapes.
Yeah.
Those were cool. I was pretty young.
Rafa still has a tape player in his truck.
8-track, dude. I got to see those suckers. Saturday Night Live on an 8-track, yeah.
Rafa's
That
got
was funny. I used to record. I had a little radio, and I'd record the
Yeah.
radio songs onto a little tape.
Yeah, you
Play
would
that
have to
shit
wait
back.
till after they introduced it, so you were
Yeah.
only getting a portion of the song. Z102.
Classic. I remember pagers too when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I never had one, but
Yeah.
my mom had one for like 3 years.
Didn't we talk about this last time? Pagers? I had a
don't
clear
think so.
one.
Maybe.
I had a clear
I
pager.
think so.
Yeah.
I remember that
Probably.
conversation. Yeah.
We talked about a lot of crazy shit. You just go off on rants, and then we just try to keep up.
Yeah, I don't know if they're rants. It's more like just a stream of consciousness.
It's like just a racist tirade.
Hey, Mexican's not a race, dude. Come on, man. Let's get this straight. Mexican's not a race.
See, that is wrong right there.
Well, it's a nationality, which I've had the stupid joke about. It's nationality, it's an ethnicity, which is Hispanic, and it's part of the Caucasian race. Mexicans fall under that, and that's where that's where on stage I say, look, I want to be just as white as the next person. You don't think I want to be out there burning crosses?
Has anyone ever been to Caucasia though?
No.
The Caucasian Islands? No one's ever.
There's no. Is there really Caucasian?
Yeah, that's a place. Or at least it used to be. I don't know. I need to Google it now.
I've never been there, but I've seen the video on Pornhub. So.
It sounds like Asian porn right there. What you just said, Caucasians.
Caucasians.
No, I've never heard of Caucasian Islands.
I might have made that up, honestly.
I like it.
No, it's a real place. Okay.
The Caucasus, yeah,
Caucasus, yeah.
Yeah, the mountains.
Who's over there? You know. That's where white people are from.
I've heard someone talk about this before, man. I don't know. That's a good question. It's probably Mexicans over there in the middle of Asia, just on that mountain, just Mexicans.
Oh, it's not far.
We
from,
are everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's not far from Georgia, so they probably get bombed by Russia.
Oh yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly.
Trap House.
Armenia. It's over there.
Genocide. I'm just going to throw out whatever comes to mind first whenever you say a word.
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
There's Syria. Okay, let's see where we are. Over there. It's over there.
There's a wizard.
I bet there's 0 Caucasians there. Just kidding. There probably are some.
There's Mexicans there probably.
Mexicans are everywhere.
There's this book I was reading one time. It's a Stephen King book. It's about a wizard, and I want to say that wizard's name was Azerbaijan. It was part of the Gunslinger trilogy, the Dark Tower series. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No idea.
You don't read Stephen King?
I've seen Misery.
I like Menudo, so.
Yeah, but y'all don't get into Stephen King.
I mean, I don't get into it. I've seen movies. I've never read a book.
Oh, man, this guy's a demented son of a bitch.
Obviously.
I mean, I love this dude's writing. I think he's a weirdo, and I don't agree with him at all.
Didn't he write Cujo, like, on
Yeah.
Coke?
On Coke, probably. He was doing a lot of Coke. He was doing a lot of... he was an alcoholic for a while.
You think about cocaine, and it's like this rock star drug, and he's like an author. So he's just like in his room just writing real hard on Coke.
Really?
I don't have the time to read, bro. It's just, it takes days to go through a book. I'd rather just play the DVD and just watch the movie.
I need to get some audiobooks because I bought several books. I just haven't read them.
Audiobooks, man, all the time. Going back to what Selena was saying as far as Coke and writing, I think that factored into whenever he was writing Cujo. But this is me personally. I think the dude is also, I think he's demented. I think something about him is open to a spiritual realm and he's talked about this where it's like someone takes over and he doesn't know what he's writing. He doesn't know where he's going with it until it's done. So it's like he's out of body and someone's writing for him. I think that somebody, let's be honest, is Satan. That's who I think it is.
Are we going down this rabbit hole right now?
I'm saying it. I think it's Satan. I think he's a Satan worshiper. Not 1985 style of Satan worshiper. Not that type style. Just present day.
Like a casual Satan worshiper.
Right, especially when he's in the mode.
About it.
When he's in the mode. And I like Stephen King's book. Again, I don't agree with anything the dude says, which I don't even want to have to preface that. But I like his books. I think he's very creative. But I also think that comes from him being possessed.
Where do you get that from?
I think he's just a fucking freak.
Yeah.
No. I mean, he's obviously got to be a weirdo with all those movies he's made.
Yeah, with all the books. Yeah. But how does he pump out so many? And he doesn't have ghostwriters. He has demon writers.
They're not little baby books. They're...
No, he could also just be like an extremely talented individual.
I'm not saying he's not. He is.
Yeah.
James Patterson has a lot of ghostwriters for him. He's not even writing those fucking books.
Really?
Stephen King is writing his own books. Mm-hmm. That's because with the power of Satan, he can write those books.
The power of Satan.
Satan's powerful on this world, man.
Where are you getting the power of Satan from?
Because he's a Satan worshiper.
Did you come to this conclusion, or did you watch like 6 hours of YouTube videos?
I just decided that.
I've known that. I've known this. I don't have facts for it.
That's like that thing where they tried to say Beyonce was a devil worshiper because she's like, when I get on stage, I don't feel anything. Sasha Fierce takes over.
Hold on, she's not.
Sasha Fierce is the devil.
She's not. She's a Satan worshiper too. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if
Dynasty sign.
I wouldn't be surprised if Beyonce and Stephen King are writing books together. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
What?
I think it would surprise a lot of people.
I think that should surprise literally everyone.
No, not me. I
Even
would be the only one.
Beyonce.
Whenever they come up with this book together, co-written by Beyonce, I told all of you motherfuckers
Bro, imagine
this.
how hard that shit's gonna sell. Stephen
She's
King
gonna
and
make
Oprah.
a video
Beyonce.
album of it.
She's gonna come out that she's finally a dude.
How dare you?
I don't know. I like Stephen King's books. I've listened to and read probably close to 30.
I haven't seen the It remake.
Man, I haven't either. You know you know what happens in the book? I've never seen the movies. They fuck each other in the tunnel towards the end of the book as kids.
Kids and the clowns?
No, not
just the kids.
No, the clown don't fuck the
each
kids.
other?
Yeah, in order to become one and the spirit of that clown in order to take it down. Yeah, the girl has sex with the other boys involved in that. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, that's in the
That's
book.
Stephen King. That's not Satan worshiping shit.
Yeah, it's some weird shit.
Man,
dude.
fuck
It's
yeah.
some
I
weird
don't know. It
shit.
kind of
Jesus.
sounds like the Catholic Church. And children.
Well, it's not. They're all of age, so it's different.
They're all the same age. I guess
Yeah.
it's okay.
That was like the coolest bar mitzvah ever, right?
And I think
Bar mitzvah.
it took place. I think it took place in a sewer in an underground tunnel.
That's where I lost my virginity.
Yeah. It's my juice.
right around the corner. The dog's name was Cujo.
Oh,
You-
you crazy, bro?
You were saying your dog's name was Cujo. Motherfuckers, y'all didn't get that joke?
Yeah, it just wasn't good.
What
Oh.
what
You
dog?
might need
said-
to be a Satan worshiper.
You said
to
you
prove
lost your
joke right.
virginity, and I said, yeah, in the tunnel around the corner. The dog's name was Cujo.
Uh-huh.
You fucked.
What's that a reference to?
Bestiality.
The other book.
Right
Okay,
behind you.
Rafa. I didn't have sex with Rafa. Just so y'all know.
Yeah.
Cujo. That's like a. I know it's like a
Big ass.
a reference to something.
Yeah, the dog.
Like
Stephen
what
King.
movie?
Stephen King, the dog. Where she said
Cujo.
Stephen King wrote the
What
book.
movie is that?
Cujo
Is that
Go.
it too?
It's called Cujo.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
It's like a dog with
I'm sorry.
rabies or some shit like that, right?
I was trying to figure out what book Cujo was in, but he's in the book Cujo.
It's a Satan possessed dog, man.
What about Clifford? Clifford's definitely possessed.
Well, he's big. I don't
And
know if
red?
it's roided out, yeah. Yeah. Might be just an X-Men dog. I don't know.
That's funny. That reminds me of that Louis C.K. joke. Where
Which
he's
one?
like, Clifford the big red dog. The whole point of the book is just, look how big this fucking dog is.
I was watching this movie last night about, it was called Downsizing with Matt Damon, where they become small.
Oh, I remember seeing the
So
previews
he
for that.
takes a job at a call center because his wife divorced him.
SpongeBob did it first.
And he's on the phone with somebody, and the lady's talking about him. He gets real upset with her, and she says, "Look, don't be short with me." And he says, "What'd you say?" And then they cut screens right there. They didn't elaborate on it. He took offense because she said, "Don't be short with me,"
As he was bite-sized.
because yeah, he's 5 inches tall, and it was funny, man.
Is there like a scene in that movie where they get attacked by a rat or anything?
Nothing. No, you know.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Who did it first? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah. No, they don't. And then there's insects. Insects don't bother them. There's some birds at this one island. They don't bother them. No,
fuck?
it was after we finished with it. My wife and I were like, "That's stupid. That was dumb." I like Matt Damon movies.
What was the
moral of the story or the point?
no, the conflict? Like, were they like, oh, we want to be big again or something?
No,
There wasn't a problem?
he was just never fulfilled in life, and so he fulfilled by dealing with these
Snorting tiny lines of coke?
which you could get for $1 to last you a year. You could have a Tony Montana type
One
problem.
little grain of powder at a time.
It was kind of neat. I liked it, but it just fell flat. But I just think about, we're talking about the obvious, stating the obvious, Clifford, and then this woman calling the dude short. I wouldn't have been upset with that. I would have laughed. I think if people take stuff too seriously, man. Even I do at times on Twitter.
Yeah,
Which is what we were.
you explained that to us.
Yeah, which is what we were talking about earlier. Twitter's a great place for news and for information, but if you get involved in it, man, it's fucking ugly, dude. It's evil. Evil, man.
Faux show.
I
They
can't wait.
made
Can't wait to go back.
that one lady, Gina Rodriguez. I don't even know what she's in, but she's like an actress. But she said something about
She
how
does,
like,
Jane the Virgin.
oh, okay, Jane the Virgin. But she said something about how Latin women
On Sway.
don't get paid as much. Or no, she said Asian women don't get paid as much as black women, and Latin women don't get paid as much as Asian women. Just something like that. And they were like, "Oh, she's anti-black." And then she was like crying
On
on a
Sway.
radio show.
I was trying to figure out why they were saying
And
she
it
was
was like-
anti-black, but I saw her. She was like, I looked at the black community, and I laughed so hard I couldn't finish the rest of the video. I had no idea what the fuck she was talking about.
And there were points they're bringing up as far as Sofia Vergara being one of the highest paid actresses on TV right now. She's Latina.
Is she?
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Ugly
Yeah, but
Betty.
she's like, she's not like a
Oh, not Ugly Betty.
brown.
That's
Latina.
No, but she's still Latina though. I mean,
Well, she dyes her hair blonde and everything.
Is she blonde? I thought she was like brown.
She's real sexy.
No, she has brown hair.
Yeah.
She used to be blonde. I
she
think
got
she
a
was born
banging
blonde, but then
body.
so people would think she was Latina. She started dyeing her hair brown.
Sofia Vergara.
She always had brown hair.
Oh.
She might, tint her.
But she's not. She's not
time.
dark. I mean, you're not dark either, and I'm not. If I stop working in the oil field, my hands will go back to being the color they were, and my neck. But not everyone stare at my hands at the same time, please. So
No, but you see Sofia Vergara, you can tell she's Latina.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? It's like she's gorgeous, and also her accent is ridiculous.
Well, I mean, she's gonna make more money too because she's on that
Modern Family?
Yeah.
It's a wildly successful show.
Yeah.
So obviously, she's gonna make more money.
but anything you say in today's society, you're gonna be like we talked about earlier. You're gonna upset a group of people. It might not be the same group all the time, but someone's gonna get upset by what you say. Like with me, if I was on a bigger platform, or if I was actually a comedian that was doing something, I would probably be brownballed by everybody. So
Brownballed. I
or
like that.
or 8% blackballed.
Why do you think you'd be blackballed?
Because I just say whatever on my mind, and I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm not trying. I'm just making jokes. I'm just
It comes out naturally
Trying to
to be offensive.
Well, I think it's if it's funny, it works usually. You know, unless you're Louis C.K. and you got caught beating off, and then you make a joke about Parkland shooters, which somebody recorded that. That wasn't even a finished joke.
even that. Okay, they say he was punching down, right? I don't think he was punching down. Now
I don't
people
think
want
there's-
him.
It's the same thing he's always been doing. He's
Yeah.
always had the same style, the same.
Yeah.
He had a joke about fucking a dead kid.
Well, people
like 10
right.
years ago.
Yeah.
And then pedophilia and SNL. What people want from him, from what even I, to a certain point, is address what happened, make it funny.
Definitely.
People bring up the whole Richard Pryor thing, with him being.
Well, I don't
People
think
bring
he
up the whole.
necessarily- I mean, he just needs to have a real he just wants to gloss over the whole thing and pretend like it never happened.
But how long is he supposed to be punished for it? Like, it's been a year.
Yeah.
I don't really think he's being punished.
Well, like, they're not. People are refusing to book him in a lot of places.
People are calling him alt-right.
Yeah,
This dude's
people are calling
farthest
him
thing
alt-right
from
now.
it. It's like
He's
calling me a
extremely
liberal.
progressive.
It's like I'm not, but they're calling him alt-right now. And then he had they want him to address it. Even Martin Lawrence addressed whenever he went crazy and was waving a gun, and he addressed it on the special. People just want for him to address it. Now, the social media wasn't around back then, and Richard Pryor or Martin Lawrence or whenever these other comedians, quote unquote, fucked up and came out and they talked about it. So when Martin Lawrence, from the time he went crazy and was shitting on himself, waving a gun, to when he came out with the special, his second one, I don't know how much time had lapsed. But with Louis, we know because we're on Twitter, because we're addicted to this. I'm addicted to social media, to Twitter. I am. I wish I was addicted to working out and healthy foods, but no, it's the other way around. Then they were talking about this joke that Louis had made, one of the jokes about, which I thought was hilarious, about people demanding you refer to them by certain pronouns or certain, there's different things like that. And he says, well, then I want to be referred to by a location. Your mother's cunt.
Really? He said that in like that new hour that was recorded? Because I didn't listen to all of it.
Your mother's cunt.
I do appreciate that. Really.
Which is funny, man. But he's making fun of what's going on now, and he's not addressing what happened. Which
Yeah, but
it's his prerogative.
He might be working. Like, he might be addressing it soon.
That's
He
true.
hasn't-
He might address
his
it
next
when he
special.
comes out. Yeah, he might address it. We don't know, but we want
People are certainly very trigger happy.
we want for famous people in spotlight to do what we want them to do when we want them to do it.
But I also think people are being outraged for clout.
I agree.
Like Judd Apatow talking shit on Louis. Mm-hmm. Like, what was that for?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, just don't comment.
And then you saw the whole.
There's no reason to be a dick.
And then there was Sam Tripoli, the comedian that does Punch Drunk Sports, where he responded to Judd Apatow. Did you see that on Twitter?
No, I didn't see his response.
He said that did you call out Lena Dunham for what she had done? Did you call this
Lena
person?
Dunham is disgusting, and she still gets to do whatever she
Right,
wants. It's
and
not
he
fair.
produced her show, and then he says, "You used a cheat code to get on stage. You used a cheat code to do what has taken us a lifetime." Basically, is what he's telling Judd Apatow, and then you criticize this this world, even though you came into it using that cheat code. So I thought that was a very poignant statement, and I agree with it. And which goes back to what you were talking about with free speech, which it's we should be able to say whatever We should be able to say whatever we want, pretty much, but not without consequences. There's going to be consequences for anything.
Yeah.
There's going to be someone's not going to like it. So,
But what is it that Louis C.K. did, actually? What is it that happened?
He invited, I think it was like young female comics who were like opening for him. I don't know all the details, but it was further back, maybe 10 years ago.
Okay.
Before he was like a household name.
it's like in 2001, 2002.
He was probably he was still a really great comedian. He just wasn't as
What
big.
is it that he did?
But he was he invited him back to his room and they were like, okay, and he was like, can I masturbate in front of you? And then he took
He
his dick
actually
out.
asked for permission.
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then he masturbated in front of
And
them.
they said yes.
And they went about their day.
And they said
then,
yes, and he jerked off.
And then years later they brought
But
it
how
back.
do you say? I mean, if you're in that situation and you're with somebody like Louis C.K. that you look up to and stuff.
Louis C.
How do you really say no to that without being like? Because you're thinking if I say yes to this, maybe I can get something out of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's
No,
here's
wait,
hold
wait,
on.
wait.
Here's
Time
okay,
out
go
on
ahead.
that one. Time out. I don't give you the president or the king or whoever. Somebody tells me, and I'm just a guy, but even
Yeah.
if I was a female, somebody tells
What if
me,
it was a girl that
can
wanted
I,
to jack off
can
in
I
front
do?
of you?
I don't have a problem with that.
That'd be
Also,
down. That'd be cool.
That sounds hot, actually.
I'll be
That's-
throwing
Yeah, it's
dollars
really cool.
in there. I'm telling you.
Throwing
But you know what I'm saying?
dollars.
I do have the option. I believe the ladies should have the option to say no,
Yeah.
or walk
Yeah.
away, or not even
But
look at
they're
it.
going
But they
off
think it's
of
gonna hurt their career. Is the
they're going
issue.
off of his power. But that's
Okay.
really their mindset that they should
Okay,
have.
so so what you're saying, Rafa, you and I have the
Dogs.
we approach life and all these matters from a 40-plus-year-old perspective. So we've lived life where
Well,
you
how
and
many? I mean,
Gotta
how
put
many
these assholes
secretaries
outside.
have been like
right. That's true.
sexually taken advantage of
That's
by
true.
their boss, and they can't say anything because they lose their job because suddenly they're being disruptive in the workplace. When the fact of the matter
Right.
is, the boss is the one who is violating that sort of business code of trust that you're
Yeah,
supposed
that trust,
to have.
right? That agreement, and what Rafa's saying
And
is
the other thing is too, they're like, well, who's gonna believe me?
it's so
Okay, but he was their boss, actually.
no.
Well,
Here's
he wasn't. He's not their figure. He's not their actual
That's
boss.
what I'm
but
trying
it's
to-
somebody that
that's the
has.
point that
he
I'm
has
trying to
power,
make.
He has clout. He has
Yeah.
pull, so he can help them get on shows or whatever.
But-
and they don't want to.
Still,
When
I
that-
mean, would you agree if you were in that situation to do that? Because I wouldn't. If I was a female, I wouldn't.
but again,
Would you agree to do that?
Me
Rafa,
today, no. Me 10 years ago, probably.
we're approaching
Wow.
that. You and I approach situations from a 40-year-old frame of mind.
I get it.
So we have that, and what you're
That's
saying
exactly
with
what I
Louis.
was asking her.
With Louis, when this happened with Louis, this was in the early 2000s. I want to say 2003, 2004. So Louis wasn't the Louis that he was of 2 years ago. He didn't have that clout. He didn't have that power. It's as if
He still had some, though. I mean,
Right, but-
within,
He had an
within the
HBO
comedy
show.
scene,
he was
yeah.
he was the Lucky Louis
Lucky
one,
Louie. That
right?
was a great show.
So with
I
that,
love
but
that,
he
yeah.
wasn't the Louis C.K. who was able to get on SNL and tell a joke about pedophilia. He wasn't anywhere in that. So he was a comedian with some credits and with a little bit of clout.
He was
Not
definitely-
what
he
he
was definitely
had
on the
now.
rise.
He wasn't opening. He wasn't doing Madison Square Garden. So did he take advantage of these women? Yes. They could have said no, but then they're young, they're impressionable. Here's this guy who they're doing. It was a comedy show. I think one of them happened somewhere, and it was. And whenever you talk about work environment, it's as if, let's say this was our
I mean,
job.
the whole thing about like comedy is that the work environment, the relationships you have with other people is very
Loose.
It's very loose
Yeah.
because you get drunk in front of these
Right.
people. You know, you act a fool.
You're smoking joints,
tell
doing
them
a
too
lot.
much. You know, you're at their houses and it's
And that's our work environment. That's
Yeah.
our, and so it's not, when you people hear work environments, oh, he did this while they're at work. And it's not like they're at an office place in the cubicles. It was maybe behind the green room comedy show, or it was some office there
well, it
at
was
that
at
comedy
his
show.
house.
But,
But
there was
you-
also no
there was-
touching. There was
There was
no
no
rape.
touching.
There was
Like
nothing.
Right.
you could
see what
close
I'm
your
saying?
eyes. You could walk
Exactly.
out the door.
So
you
did-
could say no.
Did he take advantage?
And
I think so.
How
yeah.
offensive is it also to see somebody masturbate?
It's
I
really
think
not.
watching Louis C.K. masturbate
as
is
a male,
pretty
to
offensive.
me,
He's
it's not
kinda
that
disgusting.
offensive to watch either a male or female masturbate. It's not that offensive.
right.
I
I
would
mean, you got a
probably
good
not
point.
enjoy to
You
see
got a
a
good
guy
point.
masturbating.
I mean, like
I
Channing
probably
Tatum
love
can
to
be
see a
like,
girl
"Do you want to watch
masturbating.
me masturbate?"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Yes, please."
Then
all
we'll
day,
complain
sir."
about that.
Dave
Yeah.
Chappelle made a great
But
point.
if Paul was like, "Can I masturbate in front of you?" I'd be like, "No,
How dare you,
I'm gonna
Selena?
have my dog bite your dick off."
But
Reverse
if
Me
Paul
Too.
just came out with the Netflix special, and then he was like, "Can I masturbate in front of you?"
Nah.
What would your
No,
response be?
If Paul was a female,
If he
I would
could
say hell
promise
yeah.
me, if he could promise me a special too, I might change my mind and then just be like, "Yeah, that was really disgusting," but you know, you got to follow your dream.
What was Chappelle saying? You said
It only
Dave.
takes
Oh,
5
yeah.
Yeah, Dave
minutes
Chappelle
anyway.
was like, if you're saying this man destroyed, which I agree with that too. It's like if
If
you're
a
saying
dick
this man
ruined your career.
destroyed your dream, then
It's
not
just
that big of a
5
dream.
minutes
Yeah.
of your life, huh? hard is that?
So it depends on how long it takes to jerk it.
It was
Exactly.
probably
It doesn't
45
take that
seconds,
much.
But you know, if
Yeah,
it's,
it doesn't take that
It
long.
depends
to
on his
masturbate.
method, you know.
It doesn't take that much.
We were talking about this. I was
well,
like,
and like
did he
whenever
use
it
lotion?
happened
Did he go
10
in
years
dry?
ago, it was a different world then than it is now.
yeah. It was over.
Women let
It was over
anything
10 years
happen to
ago.
them.
It
Yeah,
was-
I
it
mean,
was over-
women let
yeah.
anything happen to them so far ago.
It was over. I was talking
That's
with
true
them.
as well.
Spousal rape.
I was talking with the
They
mechanics
wouldn't
at
say
work.
anything.
These mechanics I work with, one of them's 23, 24. Aldo, Chicken Caldo, and Bezra, the Honduran invader. We were talking about.
Dorn Invader.
He's a
Chicken caldo.
Shout out.
I like chicken caldo.
Shout out to you assholes. We were talking about like, you know, giving BJs, right? Like sucking dick. Like, Paul, how much would it take for you to suck a dude's dick? And you always hear people say, well, $1 million or this. I'm like, well, I mean, you got $50 in cash right now? I mean, let's do it, bro.
I say 5,000.
In cash right now? If you had it in cash right now, give me $100, bro, and I'm down, man.
You'd suck a dick for $100?
If I needed it right now, yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna
Like
swallow.
in what situation?
no.
Don't be a creep. You're a
How's
fucking
your
weirdo.
money situation
He
right now?
$5
Now, like right now.
You know how many Topo Chicos I can get for $100?
So that's what you
You
would
know
do.
how many
you would,
lattes, motherfucker?
you would suck dick for tacos and lattes?
Yeah, that was the currency you had, and I really needed it. Yeah, man.
Why do you really need lattes, though? I think
Hey,
you just want to
fuck
suck
you,
some
dude.
dick, bro. I
Who
think you just
didn't-
need an excuse to
Oh,
suck some
who
dick.
doesn't want lattes? If you don't want lattes, like I said in the past,
That's
I don't-
beta
I
male,
don't- I
bro.
need. Oh fuck! I want to talk to you, man. If you don't want lattes, you can go fuck yourself. Get your non-latte, non-Topo
I'm
Chico
not-
drinking ass.
I'm not sucking a dick for a latte.
I'm not saying I'm going to
So
either,
what?
but if
You
that's
would
the
suck a dick
currency,
for $5,000.
5,000, yeah, I think it's fair.
but if they had, what
That
they
seems
said,
like a lot.
What's
You wouldn't
swearing
even
got
be
to
good
do
at
with
it.
it? I
What?
mean,
Do you think you would be good at it? Do you have a gag reflex?
I don't know if I think I'd be good at it. I've seen enough videos.
what if they?
I've gotten enough heads. you
What
know?
if they paid you? What if they said, okay, $5,000 in an out-of-state traveler's check? What if they said that?
No, because that could be fake.
Okay, so what if they said, hey, I got $500 cash. Fuck that. I got $100 cash right now. Topo Chico and a latte. What about that?
No,
Okay, $200 Topo Chico and a latte.
no, I gotta make a dent
Cash.
in my debt right now.
No,
okay?
what if they give it to you in check? You want it in cash? Who
I'm
carries
trying to
around
pay off my
$5,000
car.
in cash? No one carries around $5,000.
people that are asking for blowjobs?
No, they carry around 20s.
Stanley Marsh, you guys know who that is?
I've heard of
He
that.
was the king of Amarillo. He
Oh, the guy that has the
he
cars.
made the Cadillac Ranch.
Yeah, the
and he
Cadillac,
put up
yeah.
a bunch of weird signs, but he would hire a bunch of young boys
yeah.
to like jerk them off and blow them,
Yeah.
and he'd buy them cars and everything.
So what did you do with your car?
Oh, he never picked me, unfortunately.
That sucks.
Because I would have sucked his dick for a car.
You need cash if you're gonna do that, man. Me and my wife were talking about this. Like, where could I? Okay, what's the going rate for a blowjob in Lubbock? I don't know what it is. I wish I knew people that.
I don't know the going rate for a blowjob anywhere. $20 on Grand Theft Auto.
No, I mean,
I hear of that, but from a cheap street hooker or something like that.
My
But
wife-
I don't know.
my wife was saying like $250. Right?
I don't think I would just pay for I want to cuddle also after you blow me. You know,
That's gonna cost you.
That's
extra.
beta male
Yeah.
action right
is
there.
that beta
dude.
male?
Yeah.
I like to cuddle.
No, you're supposed to high five and then tell them a joke and then leave, man. No,
If it's a guy,
God, valid point. You're supposed to play some Grand Theft Auto afterwards. Play a little bit of Fortnite. But so we were talking about it, and we came to like $250. Like, no, that's way too much for beach, man. I don't think I'll pay that much for beach. For me, if I'm going and trying to get one legitimate, well,
what if it's like a very famous one?
yeah, but in Lubbock, no, man. I'm gonna pay the most. If I'm gonna pay, will be like $50. Not even that. It'd be $40, and then I'll be walking out there. Shit, I wonder if that bitch would have taken 20.
What
you know?
about your dream woman? What would you pay her for just a BJ? 20 minutes.
I don't think
Best
I
night
have
of
a
your life.
dream woman, dude.
You don't have a dream woman?
Bruce Willis. If
He
Bruce
doesn't need
Willis,
20 minutes.
if Bruce, no, that's yeah. Come on, dude.
It's a
50
long
seconds.
time.
Well, she'll keep going after you're done. She could-
Okay, this brings up something else. I got my mind thinking about this, and I want you to be honest. Don't try to be tough and don't try to do all that fucking alpha
But I
male
also
shit.
want to get their answers on how much they would suck a dick for.
Selena, Gold Star. Is Gold Star? Is that what it's called?
We don't have to tell your wife.
I probably would tell her, and we would laugh about it. Is it a clean penis,
Of
like
cour-
no STDs?
Yeah, of course.
And like it's not like the hair's not gonna stab me in the eye.
No, it's a very clean, shaved,
and I never have to
fresh.
speak to that person again.
You don't even have to make eye contact.
Probably like $500.
500.
Man, that's too much. Go ahead, Rafa.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to.
Well, I don't have a gag reflex, so I feel like
That's worth some more.
I will ask for a ridiculous amount of money. to
Yeah,
tell you the truth.
yeah, $10 in a pack of shrinky
So
dinks.
over 5,000.
Oh, definitely.
You
over
prude.
5,000.
Did you hear what I said? $10 in a pack
well,
of
he's got
shrinky
money.
dinks. Come
He
on,
doesn't
man.
care. He's got money.
Shrinky dinks.
That's true. I
So,
don't.
so what about you?
I already said 5,000.
That's stupid. That's too much.
That's a
That's
lot of
retarded.
money.
Okay, so then let's switch gears right here real quick.
Okay.
No, we're trying to avoid not to suck the dick. That's why we're asking for so much money. You just want a fucking latte, motherfucker. You're looking for an excuse to get 2 tacos, 2 lattes, and you get to go out sucking dick.
And the
And actually, the tacos and the latte, to me, it's probably just an excuse to.
And the Topo
Yeah.
Chico,
Go down.
needs to be ice cold. I don't want none of that lukewarm stuff. Okay, so here's another question for the dudes. All right, so what is the fastest that you've ever climaxed?
Oh, like 13 seconds probably.
Okay, did you time it
No, but it was fast as hell.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4
Was it
strokes.
like-
with a chick, not by yourself?
Oh yeah, with a chick. We're counting beat off.
No.
What?
Rafa,
I run 20 seconds
Okay.
probably.
remember that song?
Not just guessing.
Remember that song, 1 Minute Man, or 2 Minute Man by Missy Elliott? I don't want no 1 minute man, whatever it was. It was like in the early 2000s, right? So, this is I bet I was with this young lady, and I bet this young lady that I could beat 1 minute, right? Fucking 11 seconds, man. I found this shit, bro. I don't allow records to stay unbroken,
Wait,
bro.
you say you beat off in front of her, Louis C.K. style?
No. It was actual intercourse. Well,
But that was
does
your
the back of her
purpose?
knee count? Does the back of her knee count?
But that was your purpose to finish as
Yeah,
fast
11
as
seconds.
possible.
I timed it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The back of the knee is the 4th hole.
I can't do that. I just can't do that.
It would actually be 4th and 5th. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's you ever heard anybody about doing stuff the back of the knee?
No.
Yeah, my homeboy.
I've seen some armpit
I'm not
shit
even gonna call his
online.
name. Yeah, he said that his girl did that back of the knee stuff. I've never tried it. I'm not going to. You know how big the knee is? You know how big the back of the knee is?
Seems
No, they
unnecessary.
can put a lot of pressure on the back of the knee. You bend the knee.
Yeah, my stuff will get lost though, man.
How much would you pay, or how much money would you take to get fucked in the back of your knee by a guy's dick? That's the new asking price.
Oh yeah. Man, that was like
That is cheaper than a BJ.
When?
Tell you,
It's
the
all-
truth,
it's
that's
the
an
rest of the
external.
clothes
It's
on.
just.
Like the rest of my clothes is on, but
Yeah.
the back of my knee is
Yeah, just the back of your knee
exposed.
is exposed. Get some baby oil on it.
hold on, you have to have it clothes on?
Well, Paul can be naked.
20.
Because he's going to be sucking dick while that's going on.
You know how tough that is?
He's going to have 2 dicks in his face.
You know, I can't even
I get the tacos from you and I get the latte from you, motherfucker.
Man, I'm not a. That's like pretzel action, bro. I can barely tie my shoelaces, man. By the way, that's why I said I got dressed, man. To me, getting dressed is putting on New Balance. It's difficult for me
You
to
can't
tie
tie
my
your
shoes.
shoelaces because you can't fucking reach.
That's what I'm saying. So for me to use a knee and then be jerking a dude off of my mouth, jerking a dude off of my mouth with the knees in back.
I love how creative you're getting with this.
That's tough, bro.
Some guys put it in my ass.
Yeah.
Some guys
Yeah.
got my knees.
Duh.
Sometimes he does one of these and stuff them together. It just gets typical.
About an A. Yeah. So 11 seconds, man. I like to be your honesty. 13 seconds. Rafa 20. Still got your
Somewhere
beat,
around there,
bro.
I'm just
Yeah, it was
guessing.
rough. It was definitely like less than 30,
Yeah. Man, good stuff. Good convo. Yeah.
I guess.
It hardly seems worth it.
No, it's always worth it, man.
No, because then you just give it 5 minutes, you're ready to go again. You know,
I mean,
Who's
I
ready to
guess-
go in 5 minutes?
me.
Fuck that.
He's 40. It
Hit
takes
me-
him 3 days.
If that.
At least a nap or something. Yeah.
No, a nap and then a few days. Yeah.
Just
Selena's
go to the
right.
bathroom, pee, give yourself a pep talk, time to go. You know,
But the pep talk is go take another nap. No, dude. 5 minutes. What the fuck is this
Drink
dude?
the
Superman?
cappuccino, you earned
Now,
it.
now this dude's just showing off with this 5 minute shit, dude.
I
Who the
didn't-
fuck does
I
5
didn't-
minutes?
I didn't know. It was, okay, 15.
Come on, dude. Still,
Eat a
if you're
sandwich,
not,
15
if you're not
minutes.
putting a 24-hour cycle in there somewhere, man, get the fuck out of my face.
You've never had sex more than once, and like in a
Yeah, when I was a
Session?
kid, whenever I was 17, 18, 19, 20, I'm 40, dude. A session. There's no such thing as a session anymore. What are you talking about sessions, man? This is a session right here. There's no fucking that. 3 hours for sex. When people talk about that, they're
Rafa
fucking
doesn't agree.
liars.
No, I'm just saying with his high blood pressure, I don't think it's possible.
can't get enough blood down there.
Yeah.
You know, boy, he's got to travel. It's got to pass through all that manteca, man. There's no way it's doing that.
He's got to stand on his head for 5 minutes.
And I can't even do a handstand.
Manteca is lard, by the way.
So, yeah, man, sessions, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Fuck that, dude. I was listening to your podcast with Kevin Mason. He was talking about in a good 5 minutes, and then you said, "Man, that's a long time to fight, right?" For a fight. Dude, if I can't do anything within 5 seconds, fuck, I'm done, bro. It's done, son. We were talking about something. Me and this guy I know, Jacob. I saw him at United, and he was talking about fighting, and he's always fighting. And then he said, "What would you do in that situation?" I said, "Well, I would look at him. Then I would turn around and I'd be gone for probably a good 10, 15 seconds as far as I can get. Then I would just pass out and I'd have to get my ass kicked. There's not much you can do when you're a fat dude. There's not much. Not much. If I can't knock you down or do anything within the first 5 seconds, like 5 seconds.
Throw your gut on a dude, Get him on the ground, throw your belly on him.
Yeah. 5 seconds, then it's game over, bro.
Throw your way around, definitely.
Yeah,
you gotta get on top of
it's
them.
done. I'm not a fucking gladiator, man. I'm a shit talker. If I can't hurt your feelings into backing off, then
I'm gonna suck your dick for a latte.
And you better have that Topo Chico too, Billy.
I can't win this fight. Let me just get on my knees. My bad.
But I want a latte. You hear me? Yeah, man. I like that, dude. 5 minutes is a long time to fight, man. Fights don't last 5 minutes. Fights last seconds. But it seems like a lifetime.
Not even in boxing, it's 3 minutes before you.
Yeah. Like the UFC fights, just one round in 5 minutes, I'd be done.
But that's only for championship fights, I believe they're 5 minutes.
No, like
3 minutes, right?
No, every round's 5 minutes. The championship rounds fights are 5-minute rounds, and the regular matches are 3 5-minute rounds.
Oh, okay.
But they used to have the old school UFC where the first round was 10 minutes and the second round was 5 minutes. That shit would suck. 10 minutes straight, fuck that.
No, man. Yeah, street fights are seconds, dude. So if I can't do anything in 5, I don't even think I'm saying 10. 5 seconds, and that's including the walking around. That's including the circling around each other. That stuff you got to give it a good 2 seconds. So you got.
It's including taking all your jewelry.
You just got to have your people with you. So, like, you get one punch in and they break it up. Like, break this up after I throw one punch.
Yeah. I mean.
You're lucky my boys here. You're lucky my boys here.
I don't. Yeah. Fighting like that, you don't. There's so much unknown. That's so stupid. The stuff we did as kids.
Yeah.
You don't know what that other person's capable of.
You don't know who's carrying a knife.
Don't know any of that stuff, man. So it's just dumb.
Definitely.
And then you thought hey, whenever you replayed the fight, you pictured in slow motion and you going back and forth like it's 5-10 minutes. Man, it was probably 13 seconds, dude. Fight and then it's over. No, I don't. That's. I don't know. I was listening. We were talking about with fights and confrontation. We were talking about this earlier with debating and getting into it. People, there's no, especially with today, there's no winner with a debate, with an argument. You might, and this is me just being, kind of serious about it, but there is none. Because even if I'm arguing with Selena and I feel I got the better of Selena in this argument, she's gonna walk away and be thinking about what an asshole I am, and she's not gonna stop forgetting about it. So you start building animosity and whatever else. You might be friends, but when you argue, there's just no winner, man. I don't know what the solution is for that, but.
Well, I mean, if you're amongst friends, you can always.
Yeah, that's true.
You always squash it.
That's true. That's different.
Usually.
I mean, I usually forget everything you say to me right after you say it.
As I'm saying, it's by the time it hits your ears, it's just nothing but question marks.
Online shit, Twitter shit. There's no winning those debates.
No,
ever.
not at all, man.
It's just who's the bigger, who's gonna stop first, who's gonna be the more mature adult.
Then you look at the people that are getting trolled too, and these celebrities and stuff, and these comedians and whoever's getting trolled by all these comments, by them not responding. Man, I know that's probably eating them up inside, man. Especially if they're reading the comments.
It's hilarious when they do respond. Like
I'm sure it's eating them up with their millions of dollars.
That's true.
I'm gonna go cry in my Ferrari.
Did I tell you there was this comedian who I can't remember who I was listening to, and they were talking about how this comedian said he was talking to one of his friends who's another comedian, and he saw him. He just looked wore out, and he said, "What's wrong, man?" He's like, "Dude, I've been getting into it all day with this one dude over and over again, back and forth, waiting for him to respond. He's responding, I'm responding.
You gotta meet your notifications, man. That's when it becomes an issue.
And then
block that dude.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
then
block the negativity. Fuck that.
Finally, the guy says, then finally I get another tweet from this woman asking me, why am I talking to her son like that, to her teenage son like that? I think he was 13, 14. And then he says, I was losing sleep over a 13-year-old kid. This dude was
You're always
vicious.
losing us
Was that on a
sleep
stand-up
over a
special?
13-year-old.
It was
I feel
on
like
some
I've heard
podcast.
that. I've heard that before.
It was on a podcast. It was, and this dude. But that's funny. He just said he was like, yeah, I got the bedroom. He'd come back with some stuff, and his mom said, "You're arguing with my 13-year-old. Can you just stop?" They're vicious, man.
That's funny.
Have y'all seen that movie Ready Player One?
No.
It's one of the best players on there is an 11-year-old Asian kid, right? And
Always.
and then whenever they meet him in person, he's like, "Yeah, I'm 11. What do you want me to say? Hey, I'm 11. Everybody, come and kill me." Online, it just doesn't work that way, man. The most lethal verbal assassins online are kids, dude, because they're not thinking about the repercussions.
Yeah.
They're just letting it all go. Yeah,
And they'll get as racist as they want to. You know?
dude. Grand
'Cause
Theft
they don't
Auto.
have a job to get fired from.
That's right. Grand Theft Auto, when it first came out, man, I was getting in some verbal battles with these kids, dude, and it was tough. I mean,
You
I
wouldn't stop saying the N-word?
well, not just that though, but whatever else they were, whatever else they were. So they would be like, "Well, what are you, Mexican?" "No, fuck Mexicans." "Well, what are you?" "And then, no, fuck them too." It was just you can't place my accent because I don't think I have an accent. Do I have an accent?
You definitely have an accent.
Which is
You
what?
do have an accent.
Which
you
is
sound
what?
like a
East Coast shit or
Chicago man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's this something. People always think we've gone through this Puerto Rican or East Coast or some shit
Yeah,
like
you sound
that.
East Coast.
But
I go East Coast.
Yeah, I'm from Lubbock, born and raised. But so as I'm going through that, but these kids, man, I enjoyed it, man. I heard this one kid tell this other kid that his mom hoses him off outside with a water hose and get all that AIDS juice off of him and stuff. It's hilarious at the time, man. I've never heard of AIDS juice. Yeah,
Juice.
I never heard of. Your mama don't let you go inside till he hoses you off with all that AIDS juice.
So OJ got it.
I was going to say, was that Magic Johnson's, like, energy drink?
The fluffy.
AIDS juice.
And it's not juice, it's just purple drink.
Racist.
Dang, dude. Snap, man.
That's funny.
Yeah. Tell you, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, people talking shit to comedians on Twitter is hilarious because when the comedians come back, like someone was talking shit to Chris D'Elia. They're
Yeah,
like,
Chris D'Elia.
if I canceled something at my job because he canceled a show because of the snow, he's like, if I didn't go into work for my job because of snow, yada yada yada. And Chris D'Elia was like, well, good thing I don't have a fucking boss. That shit was so funny.
Chris D'Elia has so many followers that no matter what he say, he's gonna get 10,000 likes.
Yeah, he went
So-
after that blonde dude.
Yeah, Jake Paul.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, Jake Paul.
He had like the
One
most
of them.
liked tweet of all time.
Yeah, it doesn't. His stuff really, I don't think it was all that smooth. It was just he had way more followers on Twitter than what Paul had. Now, if they were to do that on YouTube, my daughter, who's 11 years old, would have liked whatever Logan Paul
Yeah,
was
I
saying.
mean the little
just-
kids would have liked it,
Yeah.
but he still handled them.
Yes, I was keeping up with that at the time. It was around the suicide forest in
Yeah.
Japan, and Chris Lee was saying some clever stuff. It was a lot cleverer than what Logan Paul was saying.
Yeah,
He
Logan
really
Paul was
wasn't
saying
coming
shit.
back because he's
He
not
was
a
like,
comedian.
your
Yeah.
career's dead. And
Yeah.
he's like the biggest comic in the world right now.
Yeah, it's just different format. That's where D'Elia's platform on Twitter. I mean, he's got a shit ton of followers. Logan Paul on YouTube. Holy shit, dude. We paid for that fight between Logan Paul
Did
and
you?
that. Yeah. My daughter wanted to see the
Well,
fight.
he was like he's actually really athletic. He was
Yes.
like he
It
won
was an
state.
actual physical fight?
Yeah.
He won state in Ohio
Who
for
won?
wrestling.
Who won?
Jake Paul won, right?
Logan Paul
Like,
won.
I don't know. their
Logan Paul
fucking
won
names.
and Jake Paul won as well. They were I think
get
it was
them mixed
brother
up.
and brother. So it was,
Jake's the youngest one, right?
yeah, it was two black dudes and then the two white dudes. The
They were
Paul
all
brothers.
YouTube stars.
Yeah, and they fought over in England or something. So
Yeah.
it was $10 for YouTube. My daughter,
They made so much fucking money.
my daughter, and they did it themselves. They didn't go through MGM or anything
Yeah, they
like
didn't.
that.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
My family was over in Hobbs with my in-laws. My wife and them were over there, and they were moving some stuff from one location to the other, storage units, and they stopped so that my daughter could watch the Logan Paul fight there in my mother-in-law's office. They all watched it. My mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, my wife, my son, the cousins. They all watched this fight. $10.
Was it a good fight or just
My daughter loved it. My daughter was excited. She was 10
What
years old
about
at the
you?
time.
What do you think?
The amount of money they
didn't
made
see
is ridiculous. Like it just made the UFC look obsolete.
Yeah.
It was like-
It shows that you don't need these other people to put on
you
that
don't
fight.
need all these promotions.
Right.
You don't need all this extra shit.
Yeah, those
You just need
kids.
a built-in fan base, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what he has. He has a bunch of 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds. So whenever Logan Paul gets older, and my daughter's in her teens or in her 20s, and if this dude's still touring, you're gonna have all these women now come out and see him as an old man. So he's got a fan base for life, man.
Do you think he will though? Because there's always been like YouTube stars who are big for like 5 years. And
Well,
then
you say
off.
always. Not there wasn't even YouTube when I was a
You
kid.
can't really
So
translate YouTube to actual talent. Like you
Yeah,
can.
not a lot of people
I mean,
can.
some of it you can. The ones
You're
that
right.
are-
Like there's
it
some Vine
depends on
stars
what it
who
is,
were
but-
still kind of relevant because they went to Wild and Out. And
Okay,
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
whenever people that were influential in my life, whenever I was a kid, when I hear them, it like New Kids on the Block. I love New Kids on the Block. Whenever I hear New Kids on the Block, it just takes me back. It takes me back to the 3rd grade, 4th grade, all my cousins, female cousins. And would I go see a New Kids on the Block concert? If they came to Lubbock, yeah, I probably would, man. I probably would, just because it takes me back. It's people that were influential during that time, which is what Jake Paul and Logan Paul are to my 11-year-old daughter now.
Yeah.
Anything, when people bash Logan Paul, my daughter will say, "Oh, well, people are mad at Logan Paul because he said he's gonna go gay for a month, right?" And
They got mad at him. That was just a joke. Like y'all need to calm down.
And my daughter's upset with everybody else. Logan Paul can do no wrong in her mind, because whatever material he was throwing out to them was 10-year-old, 11-year-old friendly. So he won him over.
And he just said that jokingly on his podcast. So it's
Yeah.
like it's this shit where like if someone were to get mad at you for shit you said on this podcast,
Right.
like, are you retarded? Like, what are you doing?
But he's got a bigger platform, and so he
Yeah, he's got a
catches a
huge
lot
platform.
more heat.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. Do you know who Logan Paul is, Selena?
I mean, I know he's a YouTube guy.
Yeah.
I know he did that thing with the forest, but
Yeah.
I don't know what his YouTube channel is about.
I've never watched anything.
It's a bunch of dumb challenges, and just he's got a certain group of people that live with him, and my daughter even has she lost it. It was a $50 Maverick hoodie. He's got a parakeet or a parrot named Maverick, and that's his logo, is that parrot, the silhouette of it, and it says "Be a Maverick."
But he doesn't have any actual marketable skill.
No, Kim Kardashian
His face,
style,
I
man.
guess? I don't know.
Yeah, just
He's
team.
ugly though.
I think he's probably talented. And he's probably funny. I don't know.
But the stuff is not funny though. As I look at it,
'Cause,
for
like,
me, it's
I've
not.
seen
My daughter loves
like
it.
old vines of him that some of them were
You gotta
decent.
stop watching YouTube with your daughter. I'm just.
I gotta
saying.
know what my kids are doing, man. I'm
He's-
all in it.
He's getting on fights on YouTube.
With 11-year-old, fuck you, Logan Paul.
He's got a fake account, Logan Paul lover.
Team. What Logan Paul and people call themselves the Low gang is what they call
You're part
themselves.
of the Low gang?
The Low gang. I was for a little bit, man. I was siding with him with the whole Japanese forest thing. Did you see the videos?
He was just laughing because there's a dead person in the background.
Yeah, that was kind of disrespectful.
I mean, he's also like I was gonna say he's a kid, but he's probably my age. He just acts like a
You're
kid.
still a kid,
But
though.
he should have known not to.
Yeah, he
publish it,
definitely
right?
should have
Like,
known.
it's one thing if you're
Yeah.
laughing in the middle of a forest with a camera.
Yeah.
And they could have also edited that
And then
out.
he doesn't have any good friends that were like, "Don't do this." You
That's the
probably
thing,
doesn't
though.
They're
He
also
doesn't-
the same
decide.
age.
He probably doesn't have any real friends.
They're also the same
Yeah.
age as him. But see, whenever you talk about kid, you're a kid, he's not. I'm pointing at Rafa. But if you're 30 years old, to me, you're still kind
I'm
of
saying
a kid.
he's a kid because his content panders towards
11-year-old,
yeah,
10-year-old.
your daughter's age.
Yeah,
like if
yeah.
I was, my podcast doesn't pander to 11-year-olds.
That's true.
If I did, I would act just like Logan Paul. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, we're gonna
go on a slip and slide.
We're
We're gonna snort Smarties.
we're gonna do the Snort Smarty challenge.
I like that.
We're gonna do the go on the suicide forest in Japan and try not to laugh challenge. Everything's a challenge. That's what I was saying. I was telling Selena them. Everything is a stupid challenge, man.
Yeah.
It's and I go back into my 40-year-old mode where I said, you know what we called that as a kid? Just life is what we called it. Living life. There was no challenge. It was just life. Everything's a fucking challenge, man. But that's what.
I can actually picture Matt just using the credit card, with a Smartie and just
Dicing up the Smartie, snorting it.
I can imagine. I haven't.
I told you. I don't know if I told you about this. Have you ever done coke?
Let's not talk. Okay, yeah.
Have any of y'all, Rafa? You've done
Rafa
coke?
definitely has. I can see it.
I've
It's
never-
weird.
several times.
I've never done coke, man. I've snorted. Well, we talked about this last time. I snorted vodka. That's about the toughest thing I've ever snorted.
How did you snort it?
Well, because they spilled it on the counter.
Oh,
and
okay, yeah, maybe tell me
Yeah, I
that.
snorted
Weird
that.
shit. Weirdo,
But I've
man.
never snorted anything else.
There's never a good reason to do coke, so don't. There's no. Don't do it now. Now that you're.
No, I'm not going to, man. The toughest drugs. I got drug tested the other day at work. I had an oil spill. It It was some valve that didn't close properly. It had some gunk in there. Anyways, it sprayed me, sprayed all over, so you got to call it in. So they drug test you anytime you do that. And I had to go get drug tested. I went home, changed, came back. And one of the mechanics, Raul, he said, shout out to Raul. He said, Raúja, he said, hey, man, are you clean? I'm like, yeah, of course I'm clean, man. The toughest thing I do, the toughest drug, the roughest drugs I do are caffeine.
And dick.
I don't think that's a drug, but in some cases maybe caffeine and sugar. That's it.
No, the funny thing is his coworker can't believe it. You're not on anything, dude. Seriously?
Yeah. If you look
Dude,
at
I
me,
could see you doing
Well,
coke
one time
though. You'd be a little skinnier, but
Thank you.
Same energy.
we were doing a comedy show, and after the show, some girl came up to me and Caleb, and we were talking to like our girls or whatever. And she pulls us aside. She's like, only Selena and Caleb. I was like, okay, what? I'm not going to do a weird threesome with this girl and Caleb. That's gross. But then she was like, you guys, my friend lost all of our Coke. So if you find it, don't do it. Please return. I was like, only as a comedian would somebody be like, hey, can you help me find my Coke?
That's such a weird request. If you find any coke, it's mine. Give it to me. Don't snort
Give
it.
it back to me.
but if you didn't know me,
I put my name on the bag.
if you didn't know me and you see me, what drugs would you think I do?
Hamburgers?
Coke.
Again, I don't know. Yes, there's an eating addiction, but besides, hamburgers, yes, double jalapeno cheeseburger, cigarettes. That's what my wife said. What else?
Coke.
And then anything else?
Probably
Marijuana.
Probably marijuana.
Maybe butt chug some liquor, whatever.
I could see, yeah, possibly. I could see that. So probably an alcoholic
Boofing.
too.
Isn't that what they call
Yeah,
it?
boofing.
Oh, I didn't know there was a verb for it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Probably
No, he doesn't boof alcohol, but he does boof chocolate shakes.
It's my addiction.
It's the bloodstream
It's
pasture.
my addiction. Is that vitamin calcium?
Fills me up without slowing me down.
But yeah, people think that I'm some type of alcoholic. I'm a drug addict. Just when you look at me and I'm so hype, why wouldn't I be on something, man?
Yeah.
I'm on life. I'm doing that life challenge, son.
Life challenge.
You're so edgy.
What? I don't like the haircut, like the
I
black
get
people
high
edge?
on life.
Live your best
Older
life.
now.
What's your life challenge?
Not to die. Not to die right now.
You're gonna lose that. Not right now.
Not
but
right now. Not to die within the next at least 20 years.
It's a good one.
Let me ask you something.
Tell
Paul.
me. I'm married, but go ahead.
No,
not that
thank
one.
God.
Okay.
I don't have to
Yes.
ask you for that.
All right,
no.
go ahead.
I've been asked before, if you were the director and your life was basically your movie, what kind of movie would your life be?
No,
You know what I mean? It's
that's
a
easy.
romantic.
It's a rom-com. My life is a rom-com.
I like rom-coms.
Half a porn
rom-coms
for
make a lot
Matt
of
over
money.
there.
Mine would just be comedy. Porn? That'd be cool too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Porno.
It would be like a rom-com, but then there would be my childhood. But see, my whole childhood, I think I had a great childhood. Even though looking back on it, there was a lot of shitty stuff about it, but I appreciate it. So, man, I was involved in a lot of stuff as a kid, but there was a lot of humor in there. There's a lot of dark stuff too.
You're thinking too hard about this.
I don't know, man.
It'd be just like 50 Cent's movie "Get Rich or Die Trying,"
There you go.
But
starring you.
The 8 Mile or whatever.
Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti.
8 Mile. It would be ATE 8 because eating. Comer. Come on, Rafa.
Boom.
Shit, man. It's pun time.
8
Big
Mile.
pun. Motherfuckers.
Supersize Me would be a good one.
It's already done. It's too late. Downsize me. That's tough, man.
He's more like a Taco Bell kind of guy more than McDonald's. To tell you the truth.
I'll eat anything, dude. I used to be real picky about food, and probably that's maybe that's why I wasn't able to put on that. I maintained a certain weight until I started working in the oil field, really. And then when I started working in the oil field, I just blew up. But here's the thing. When I was with Halliburton, we go to all these different
But
restaurants.
don't you just drive?
Yeah, but you also do a little bit of work. At Halliburton, does a lot of work.
Oh, okay.
With now, if in a 12 to 14 hour
Well, and
day,
they pay for all your food, right? They like the break room at an oil company. It's not just like coffee and nuts and crackers. It's like they'll bring steaks every day. Or they'll bring burgers.
with some of these places, with some of these rig hands and stuff, but it was for the driver's side with Halliburton, we got paid per diem every day we were out there, and then you got the different stuff. But what it was, whenever we put into a place or a restaurant, these holes in the wall, these little these cafes out in the middle of nowhere, you didn't want to be picky with your order, like no onions, no tomatoes, no this, because I didn't eat all that stuff before I got in the oil field. But you're also on a time crunch. You don't want to hold these other assholes up who are waiting to eat as well. We've been out there for 2 days. So, hey, what do you have? What does this come with? You know what? I don't care. Just whatever this comes with, and then add a large order of fries or whatever it was to it. So I would eat all that. So if it came with onions, pig's feet, some semen drizzle, I'm taking it, bro. If that's what it comes with, that's what I'm taking it with. So I just started eating everything and anything.
What restaurant were you eating semen at?
You name it. Out there in the oil field, it all comes with that. It's like that agave drizzle.
Menu at McDonald's.
It's like yeah. So it's anything.
Extra mayonnaise on the side.
I don't even like mayonnaise, but
Extra semen
But
drizzle
he
in my
loves
latte.
That's exactly what I meant.
But if that's
Extra
what it-
mayonnaise, so it's like winking at him.
but if that's what it comes with, that's what I'm gonna eat. So I started eating just all of it, man. I wouldn't pick it all. I don't care.
So some guy came and just ejaculated on your meal. I ordered it. I gotta eat it.
If that's the way it comes on, no pun intended, but if that's the way it comes, that's the way I'm gonna eat it. If that's hey, well, we got an ejaculation.
no
burger.
Yelp review or anything?
Who Yelps, dude? You don't even call help
That's
out
the
there.
time.
Who knows how to spell out there? Come on,
I could
man.
see you getting on Yelp and just leaving angry comments at other people.
The semen
This
was
restaurant's
too salty.
It was too salty. This guy didn't eat enough pineapples.
How do you know you golden whatever?
That it's
lesbian?
salty?
Is it a golden star?
Yeah.
Is that what they call Golden
It's
Star?
Gold Star, yeah.
Gold Star.
What's
Gold
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 Star?
Star. So how do you know it's
Gold
salty?
Star.
Don't
you
avoid
hear
the question.
stories?
You heard stories. Okay.
I
Somebody
have a lot of
told
straight
me.
friends.
Okay.
They tell me things. I have a gay little brother. He tells me too much. A gold star just means that I've never had sexual intercourse with a man.
Whoa. Congratulations. I didn't know that was a thing.
So oral okay, hand jobs okay? Or...
I haven't done those things either.
No, but I'm just saying in the classification, is that
No.
just
No,
intercourse?
that
Or nothing, not
No.
even touching it, looking at it, nothing.
Selena's so strict with that Gold Star, she don't even hug me. She's like, I don't even want to test the balance, bro.
Yeah, you're hard to resist, man.
I know.
All
She's
that-
true. She's
all
true.
that
Gold
semen,
Star.
all that semen chugging you do, gives off pheromones.
If
you know?
she was,
really good for your skin.
if she was,
Yeah, look at that skin, man. Jeez,
It's
so
glowing.
luscious.
that's just my greasy face, man. it's that latte coming out. It's the bean. It's the oil from the beans. I forgot what joke I was gonna make. Something about Captain America having a gold star on the shield or something. I don't know.
I think it's silver though.
Yeah, but for you it'd be gold. It would be untarnished. Like, don't even hug
Yeah.
Mexicans tarnished. I don't even hug Paul. It would say, I don't even hug Paul around the shield. That's what it would say. But
I'm sure a lot of people would say that.
dude, I'm a huggable person, man. I'm a nice dude. I've said this before. I'm a nice asshole, man.
You say nice dude in the most aggressive way possible.
I'm a fucking nice dude, goddamn
I'm
it.
great. People love me.
Give me a hug right now.
I high five Selena. We don't even touch hands. We just do that high five in the air, no touch hands. It's like
Air
a
five.
negative and positive air five. Yeah.
So are we all gold stars here?
Yeah. I haven't touched another dude. I mean,
How much?
I've seen a lot of penises. I mean, I was in the Air Force though, in the shower scene. That's where you make fun of people.
I've never seen a live penis.
Rafa, go ahead.
How much would you
You
charge
see,
for it?
that was like
What's your
How much
price?
would I
That was
charge
a
for somebody to
setup.
just pull out their penis?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the penis. Is it like a nice penis?
It's a solid 9 inches black.
It's a dildo.
I mean, I would probably just look at it for free, just to
okay.
be like, "What is this?"
So would that taint your gold star? Or would this still be a gold star as long as you don't touch it?
Well, if I'm looking at it, it doesn't really
No,
matter.
it's just look.
Oh, okay.
I just can't like put it in my mouth.
I mean,
think
I would have to
can, like,
resist
touch
that
it
too.
To examine, just be like,
Touch it, it's coming in.
interesting.
I think we all feel the same way. I was in the shower one time when I was in tech school, and there's this dude. He's a nerd, right? So we used to get up in the morning, and so we're there after the run, and this guy's like, "Hey, what's going on, Arias?" I'm like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" And I look down. Hey, no, I felt so. This guy was a nerd, real skinny, about my height, skinny though, man. And he get a girlfriend there, just dork. This dude had a monster on him, man. I couldn't make eye contact with that guy the rest of the time there. Every time, "Hey, Arias, what's going on?" I would look down, "Hey, what's going on, brother?" I was just so embarrassed, man. I didn't feel like a man at all. And I was a tough son of a bitch, dude. Yeah, well, I thought I was.
That's probably the only time you felt small, right?
There's been numerous other times. I've showered
I'm sure his
with
wife
men.
makes him feel small all the time.
Yeah, dude. Whenever you see someone in the shower like that, you're like, "Oh man, this guy." I didn't even try to put him down or
But
anything,
can
bro.
you just accept that he had a hog on? And
I
move
did
on?
accept it, and I averted my eyes.
Yeah, I'm real proud of you.
I saw
Proud of you.
godliness. It was like an angel. I was like, "Oh God, I can't make eye contact with this guy. I'm gonna take some of his power, or he's gonna take some of mine.
Yeah.
I can't afford that.
Yeah, you can't lose any more
I can't
inches.
afford that, dude." he's probably not even gonna use it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it works that way though. Like,
What do you mean?
If you look at in the eyes of a man with a large dick, he takes your dick powers away.
Since when? That's the way it's always worked. What school did you come from, you millennial retards? Anyways, dude, that's the way it works. So, I know where I stand with that guy. All right, but here's the thing: why is he blessed with a monster like that? He's probably not gonna use it. He probably don't even know how to use it. He's trying to probably put it in sideways.
Does use it, dude. He probably
just because
has
he's
like.
nerdy don't mean he don't go to band camp and sling it.
He probably tries to put it in sideways. It's all soft, and he bends it sideways. Try to put it in like.
He's probably got like a
V.
Pornhub channel.
Probably slaps
It's just
women
like
in the
skinny
face with it.
nerds.
It's crazy. He could ring the doorbell from across the street with
Probably
this
hits
thing, man.
intruders over the head with it. You know. Don't break into my house.
You ever play helicopter and try to?
I wish. I can't even do it. It
'cause
just
if
stays in
you're
the middle.
You're that big. That thing takes a long time to go around. I'm just saying.
It stays in the middle, man. We're like, hold on, are you spinning it? I'm like, I'm trying. What is it like an antenna?
So do guys do that because they think it's like funny, or it's just fun
Oh,
to do? It's
definitely.
just like
It's funny.
flexibility?
It's
Okay,
hysterical.
because like as a woman, what if you were just like flapping your tits side to side? Is that
That's
is
fine.
that
be funny.
sexual?
That's
For
fine.
us,
funny.
yes. For
Fun.
us, it is. You kidding me? Any movement on that, though.
Yeah.
When I was in the Air Force, in our hallway, I think I said this before, at Sherpert Air Force Base, first floor, B side, East
Represent.
wing, one beast. So we were the beast. Man, I seen so many buttholes and dicks in that hallway on the regular. It's just what you did. You just
Paul,
pulled
are
it
you
out.
coming out to us? Because
How
all you
often
want to
were
talk
you
about
aroused?
is like.
Yeah.
How often was I?
interesting.
I was never
Buttholes,
aroused,
man.
dude. Buttholes. It was funny though, man. I
Were
mean,
you scared to look in their eyes after you looked inside their butthole?
not for a butthole, no,
Oh,
no. And even with the penises, no. But
The
that dude
butthole
right
is
there,
the true window to the
that
soul.
dude, that's the eye of Sauron. But that dude, the dude in the shower, I can't even remember his name, man. But
You can remember his dick.
he took something from me,
That's
dude.
never gonna
He
leave
took
your
something
mind.
from me.
What
It's-
does he do from you?
I don't know.
Your
He took-
virginity.
Or what? Yeah. You see, we're singing the same
he
thing.
took
there.
something from me. It's if you could put that in a movie, you would see some type of energy flowing from me into him, like it was being sucked out of me. Like a ghost. Remember when they come out whenever he dies with Patrick Swayze? That's what he took from me, man. He took that from me. It's like
Sucking your soul
it's
out
like I
like a
stumbled.
Dementor.
Yeah, it's like I stumbled. I see it. I'm like, oh, I like almost fell, and then is being sucked out of me. His penis. But it's so imagine him. Hey, Paul. Hey, Arias. How's it going? And I look down at his penis, and his penis is just. It's got like it's a me. He's got like a.
Oh my
He's got like a
God.
toboggan on, like he's a dock worker. He's got a wrench in his hand.
Smoking
What's up,
a
mother?
cigarette.
Yeah, his dick smoking a cigarette. What's up, motherfucker? Ah, sucking that
Those
energy
sound
from me,
effects,
man.
bro. God,
Sucking that energy.
That was the gayest thing you ever said. You should do gay poetry.
That was descriptive.
It was kind of beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was
it
descriptive. He
Getting
just took.
sucked off in the shower,
He took something.
taking a large dick.
Was he holding a latte at that moment? Is that why you had the latte thing in your?
It's like,
Was it,
you gonna finish that latte?
in all honesty,
I
man,
can picture him right with a latte in one hand and a taco in the other one. What's up, Paul?
in the shower.
How's it going, buddy?
I heard.
In all honesty, man, his dick was so big he used it as a scarf in the winter to warm around his neck. That dude is a monster on him, bro. That's where you know what? I think he was responsible for Loch Ness. It wasn't a monster. It was just that dude swimming over there.
He
And
was doing the backstroke. Yeah.
yeah, that's the only time I was really intimidated in the shower, man. And then,
Thank you for telling us.
needless to say, normally I would get in there and scrub. I think I just rinsed my body with water for like 2 seconds. All right, I'm done, man. No soap, no nothing, bro. I'm gonna wait in there.
Every time you saw him in the shower, you just were like, I'll do it later.
No, I would go in there. What did I start doing?
Touching yourself.
I think I started. No, he wasn't there too much longer after that. Yeah, because his tech school was already coming to an end. But
Did you write him letters?
oh, that dude was scary, man. I
And
wanted
man,
to forget
really
it.
miss- I really miss our moment we had.
I wanted to forget it. I can't forget it, but I wanted to forget it.
You could have put it on Craigslist as like missed encounters. Like,
Well,
I
there was
went
no
in the
Craigslist
shower,
at that time, bro.
saw the biggest dick of my life.
It was
My
scary.
name is Paul. Please come find me.
I told my friends about it afterwards, but you know, you weren't supposed to say anything about that time.
No, it makes sense because he's got this sad look on his face. You know,
Yeah,
from
he
that.
misses
he
it,
was
man.
never been the same after that one.
He took my mojo.
Look at him.
He took my mojo.
But we actually heard about this story, so I brought him in. We have a special guest, David.
Gentlemen, please welcome.
He comes in dick first, like around the corner.
Slaps it on the table. Paul starts crying.
Remember me, motherfucker?
He was the nicest dude, man. Real nice. I don't know. Why couldn't I have been
I
blessed
feel like
like
we're
that?
talking about this man's dick so long.
Yeah.
I wish I could give you a name. I'd throw his name out there.
What's his dick's name?
It was Rocco. Rocco means this dude was Irish. His dick was Italian. I don't understand it.
He can be in two countries at the same time, I guess.
You had to get an ID. You had to go and get a dependent badge, military dependent badge for his penis, man.
man.
That's how big it was.
This is just the dick podcast.
When he was,
That's what happens when you got pulled.
Cappuccino.
stuff just happens. You got to talk about penis. I'm not gonna avoid penis talk. Bring it out.
That's
course,
all
he's-
you want to focus on.
he's
though.
pro
Like,
dude.
You
Is that what it's
gotta
called?
relax.
What were you saying earlier?
Yeah, pro dude, man.
Pro dude.
Yeah, believe all dudes or whatever. Yeah,
Hashtag believe all dudes.
yeah. It's initially.
Hashtag look at all dudes' penises.
I mean, I don't look at all of them, but if you're right there in front of me, how am I not going to?
Yeah,
I'm not going to
I'm like,
avert my eyes.
no.
Look at them in the
gonna
face, you
stare.
freak.
Hold on, they have faces.
I'm up here.
It's if a woman showed me her cleavage,
Excuse me, my dick's up here. sir.
I'm not going to look. I don't see how you
Who is showing you their cleavage?
women just do that, especially when it gets warm.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
gonna.
they're showing it to you. I think it's just tits out in the summer.
They're not showing it to me. That's
That's
what
the
they're
fact.
saying.
They're not showing it to you specifically. They might be showing it to somebody else, but it's certainly not. for
Okay,
you.
when dudes wear sweatpants like the thin ones and stuff, they're saying, "Hey, take a look at this." That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. Women are saying the same thing.
Or they
He just likes comfy
Yeah,
pants.
those could just be comfortable sweatpants.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not. If it's right there and you're
Not
advertising.
everybody is obsessed with like genitalia
If you're
and boobs.
okay, if you're well, then those people are weirdos, and you shouldn't be talking to them. Okay, those are fucking weirdos. If you're
Okay, I'll
dude
tell my mom she's a weirdo.
with some sweatpants, you're advertising. It's not like that. I'm not going to look. Okay, you got to. You're right there.
But you don't like. You're writing a whole dissertation about this man's
No,
penis.
because I have a great memory and I'm very descriptive when I speak.
We know.
Now I'm being penalized for that. No, bro.
You just went on a 25-minute dick rant. Yeah, about a single dick.
It was more like 20 minutes. Come on, man. Let's be realistic with this stuff, dude.
21 minutes and 30 seconds.
But I see what you're saying. Like women in leggings. I look
dude.
at every butt.
I hope those never go out of style.
I have to agree on that. I look at if there's something nice, I look. I don't know.
That's
I'm
my
not more
favorite
like
thing
a
about
breast
football. It's
man,
just
more
like
than a
a-
butt man, but I will look at a butt no matter what. Yeah.
Look at a
Juicy
butt no
booty
matter what.
parade.
Yeah. I mean, if I had it, I'd wear thinner sweats. Just advertise all day.
A large dick or a nice butt?
Both,
Oh.
both. Yeah. I have neither, so I just wear sweats that are baggy. Well, these are kind of fitted a little bit, but that's
Fitted sweats.
I feel like
These are dress
I feel
sweats.
like we need to show you some dick pics or something to get your mood back up.
what do you mean?
Get you back in the good spirits.
There's nothing. There's
Maybe show you some small dicks. Like, I'm bigger than that. You know?
I've told this joke. I've told this on stage.
Confidence.
Why is it that penises are just funny, man? They're just something about it. But
Because they're weird looking.
well, this is a joke I had. Where I said, why is it if I were to send my homeboy a picture of a dick in a coffee cup, it's funny, but if I send him a photo of a vagina rimming the coffee cup, you know, like, hey, you don't say, hey, look at that vagina in that coffee cup. You say, hey, who put this roast beef in my coffee cup, right? You wouldn't. So I go through the whole thing about penis is funny and vagina's not being funny. It just is. I don't make the rules for this stuff. I just follow them.
Point.
That's all I do. If you pull out your penis right now, I'm gonna remember it. I'm gonna take a snapshot.
you.
A mental snapshot.
I appreciate that.
And then I'm gonna use
But if
it.
Selena pulled out her vagina, you wouldn't take a snapshot.
Man, probably not.
You'd be like, put it away.
Showing he's gay.
I'll be like, eh.
You notice?
I'd be like,
Yeah, I
yes
really
to the
think he's
penis,
coming out.
no to the vagina.
ew, Selena.
Where's
nasty.
my
You're
latte?
just-
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't.
It's weird though because there's so many names for dicks. You know.
Yeah.
There's not that many names for vaginas.
Well, there's quite a bit, but I think
Pretty
there's
much
more
just
so.
like pussy and vagina.
And clam and muff, beaver.
Do you have a name for your penis? Do you have a name for
For
your
my
Princess
penis, I don't.
Sophia.
No.
No.
How about you, Paul? Do you have a name for
Yeah, I
your
call it fish stick because it smells sometimes.
Wow.
And it's a little bit crusty.
I call mine Ricardo.
Why?
Really?
It's a longer name for a longer dick. Because, Ricardo is Spanish for Richard. And
I like
Richard's just
that.
a dick.
Like that. I've never thought about naming. Like I've never even named my car. People name their cars. I
I
don't
name my car either.
I don't name my car or
I
my
barely
dick.
name my dogs.
Did you name your vagina?
Samson.
Did you really? You're stupid. You
Sam-
really?
Why? Why Samson?
Because the hair is
Strong.
long and it's beautiful.
Oh, that's funny. That's pretty good.
Nice.
That's pretty good. I like. Are you serious?
Now we had to take a look
If
at
you
it.
shave it, it loses its powers. So
Yeah.
don't do it.
Ugh. So, anyways. So can we get off of this talk, please? It's disgusting. Let's get off
We
of
grossed him out.
women's anatomy. Yuckers. Yucky.
Super duper yucky.
It's super duper. Ugh. Please. Let's move. Next subject, please. Hey, man. It's just, you can fault me if you want for me having the memory I do. It just,
We're not faulting you for your memory. We're faulting
It's
you.
not your memory at all.
No.
for my descriptive
It just
prowess.
seems like you're really obsessed with telling us about how much you would suck a dick for. This guy's like, how much would you suck that guy's dick for? I feel like you would do it for free.
Your first,
Like you would pay him to let you suck his dick.
that dude's penis
Just to
in the
see how-
shower.
See how long you could deep throat it.
It's the same. It holds the same with me as Kevin McAllister in Home Alone as the basement did as the furnace. It's how scary it was to me.
Oh, so you're comparing a dick to
The furnace in
The
Kevin
kid- Macaulay
McAllister
Culkin
Home Alone.
in
Yeah,
Home Alone.
it was scary. It stuck with me. You remember your first scary experience? I mean, that's not my first one, but it's ingrained in my memory now. I can't get it out. It's just scary. It was scary. I had no idea there was stuff out there like that.
You feel threatened by it, pretty much.
It
he
just
sucked something out of it. It's not mull over that detail.
yeah. All right, man. I mean, we can keep on going on with this. Whatever we do, let's not talk about female anatomy. Yuckers. It's yucky. If
I was gonna spend the next 3.5 hours talking about my vagina.
Let's do
I thought
it.
that would be the next logical step in this conversation.
Obviously, yeah.
I
That's where we have to
guess.
go.
You
That's
have
where we
to.
What
have
else
to
can we talk about?
I mean, you can. I don't. I've always thought the vagina to me is it's not nice. It's not nice. It's
How
not.
many vaginas have you seen?
I've seen quite a bit.
I think they're pretty nice.
No.
They're,
No,
I
they're
just
very
think
warm.
you're gay.
No, they're not. They're not nice. It's
They're
appealing.
very warm
I mean,
and inviting.
that's where you put your thing. But when you look at it, it's
It's like a nice,
what do you want me, my pecker? I mean, what do you want me to call it? Something more?
nice moist apple pie. You know.
Yes, I don't disagree with you. But there's nothing. It's just penis is funny. Vaginas aren't. I can't. There's again. I didn't write the rules. That's just what they are, and I,
I don't
follow.
think that's the rules.
Who says who? Those are the
Says
rules.
anyone
I
who
think
is like,
I think it's just because dicks are easier to draw.
Oh yeah.
Because when I was in high school, everyone would draw dicks on the board. You
course.
can't really draw a vagina. Not in a
No.
not in a fun
it's
way.
just like two pairs of parentheses.
Yeah, you're like, is that a vagina or is that two
And then with,
parentheses?
like a little.
Little mud flap.
Is that a vagina or is that a rabbit's nose? I don't know. It's
Yeah.
well, you know Rafa, you know what I'm talking about, Rafa. It's I don't know.
That's an on-point illustration of a vagina right there. I would know.
It looks like a peacock. It looks like a bird looking up.
Does look like
It looks like a peacock, a bird looking up, waiting to get fed by its mother. I don't even know what sounds
Sometimes
peacocks
they
make.
get hungry too.
But Selena, that looks like an alien. It looks
Yeah,
like,
I don't know if I'd
it
stick
looks like
anything in
Sigourney
there.
Weaver's fixing to go in there.
Not
And
that one.
Well then,
use it.
okay, you draw one then.
Okay.
You're drawing the inside. That's nasty.
Oh, you're drawing the inside?
Yeah, she drew that little. That's nastiness.
I've never seen that.
The clitoris, you wouldn't know what that is, huh? You've never.
What is that? French? What is that? What
It's a
is
special edition of the Ford Taurus.
that? Okay, yes. Then
No, that looks terrible. That just looks like
What is
a
it?
rectangle. Hold on.
It looks like you're drawing a penis still. I don't understand.
Now, whose
Yeah.
mind is that? Son of a bitch, Matt.
I looked at one recently. Hold on.
You looked at one recently.
Let me go back into my memories.
Matt's just trying to cover up now.
I swear I saw one.
No,
one
I've
time.
had a lot of experience. Yeah, in the past, shoots like 18 in the past week. Shoot, man, I get more butts than an ashtray. Shoot, everyone's drawing, non-drawing assholes. I can draw, but I'm not gonna draw a vagina.
I
don't know-
can't.
I
I
don't
can't.
know
I'm a
what-
bad drawer. I'm
I don't
a bad
know-
drawer.
Draw.
I don't know what one looks like. So
I was trying to draw just an oval with something in the middle. But it's done. I'm done.
Matt drew an 8-ball.
Let me try one more time.
The one Rafa's drawing for you listening at home looks like a vagina that smells.
No, man, that looks
Is
like
that the hair?
Looks like a sideways eyeball. Looks nasty.
So I kind of like.
Yeah, back in
imagine
the
it
days,
like
there
a,
was
like
no
a-
such thing
like
as
a-
It looks like a
vagina.
cockroach.
Kind of like
Matt.
an avocado.
No, Matt looks like a cockroach that you rip the legs off of. Gosh, none of y'all have ever had sex, which is fine.
That's
So-
the thing, though, is you can't comically draw a vagina because it just looks like a monster.
My point exactly.
It's just
Yucky.
It just looks like Charles Manson.
But I mean, a vagina in person isn't ugly.
No, well, no.
It's not bad.
Well, no, it's not. It's just it's not.
But still, it looks like it would
like
fight
an amoeba.
Godzilla. You know, like somebody shoot that cunt with a bazooka.
Looks like it's got electrical probes coming out of it.
Just stick the bazooka in there.
Change subjects. Let's get off of this.
I wasn't too far off. You got the legs going and everything.
This is a
Yeah.
cockroach, man.
What? That's a huge vagina.
When I was drawing it, I was thinking of an avocado, so that's probably why.
Nah, that's yeah.
I'm
Who eats
hungry.
avocados? Am I right?
Yeah, so beta
Who
male.
can afford them?
So beta male.
Are they expensive?
I eat them every day.
My wife loves avocados.
Guacamole.
Have you seen? You know they have avocado chocolate and stuff.
Are we doing ASMR? Do it again.
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
I like that. What's avocado
Our
chocolate?
healthy
Well, there's-
guacamole life.
On Instagram and stuff, I follow a lot of. Again, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of stuff, informational stuff. And there's this podcast.
Dicks I
there's
used to dream about.
There's this no that's just dreams. It's every day. But there's avocado where they mix into chocolate on there. It looks pretty good, man. I don't know. Avocado's not my.
Is it like a syrupy substance? Or
No,
is it like a candy bar?
It's a candy bar. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they mix all types of stuff in there, and then they do it to where the avocado and toast. Of course, that's a big hippie thing, and
yeah, with egg on it.
yeah, stuff like that. My wife makes stuff like that. I just I don't know, avocados. I mean, I'll eat it if that's what you have. I'll eat it, but we were talking today about.
If it doesn't come wrapped up in a McDonald's paper, he doesn't really want to eat
Well, the thing is it's the time it takes to put in and cook that stuff.
it. You don't cook all
You
the
just
time.
cut it in half.
But well, I know, but the preparation time, the prep time.
Not really. You just cut it
20
and
seconds?
Just smash it out on your toast. It's not.
Done too.
Hold on, are we talking about vaginas or are we talking about avocados?
Avocados.
Smashing on your
Well,
toast?
the prep time is pretty good for both. So
I guess. I just don't.
I don't know.
If
The
you know what
vagina
you're
might take a
doing.
little longer.
If you made an
Just a little
avocado,
bit.
Are
if
you growing the avocados? Is that why it's so difficult for you?
I gotta go to the store. I gotta
looks
walk
like
in
an
the
avocado.
store. I
I'm wearing
gotta
all
pick
green.
the avocados.
Hey, I do look like an avocado. I'm wearing a green with a light green. No, I like to
You
get
get
my.
that brown head. That's the seed.
I like to get my avocados, the blood avocados, right? The ones that are part of warfare. You know, the
Like from Sudan.
yeah, not the ones that they say are what do they call them? Conflict free. I like the conflict avocados.
Like blood diamonds.
Right, blood diamonds, blood
Yeah.
avocados. Those are the kind. Those taste the best.
Yeah,
So
because you know someone died over those.
right, there's more to it. There's more at stake.
That's why I only buy illegal weed.
People say that Cuban cigars were a lot better. No, I don't. I've had Cuban cigars. I really can't. The ones I've had, I really can't taste the difference in those as opposed to the ones from Ecuador or any one of those other South American
Bolivia.
countries.
I don't understand cigars.
What do you mean?
Like you're not supposed to inhale.
Yeah, they're strong.
And it takes like 8 hours to smoke a cigar.
Right, they're
Like,
great.
That's not
Enjoy it.
even
What's
fun.
the point? You're supposed to savor it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So
I always want to smoke it like a blunt.
the reason people like Cuban cigars
And
is
then you
because
throw up.
Yeah.
is because they were illegal. So if I'm gonna eat avocado toast, I want conflict avocados. I don't want that trade. What is that called? Free trade, conflict free. No.
Fair trade.
Was fair
What
trade?
does,
What did I
what
say?
does
Free trade?
conflict free even mean?
Conflict. People use it all the time for like diamonds and stuff, and
How do they know it's conflict free though?
they're just throwing fancy shit out there so hippies
All
can
they
go.
have to do is put the label on it. You can't
That's
really
it.
tell.
That's it. So you know, whenever people talk to me, people come at me with some shit about whatever it is they believe, and you want this whole kumbaya, we are the world, all this shit. You're coming at me with a conflict mineral in your pocket with an iPhone. You're coming at me with that shit, with this lithium conflict mineral, and you're preaching this kumbaya shit. In my opinion, we're all fucking hypocrites. How about you start first?
definitely.
How about you start first by taking that out of your pocket? Then we could talk about kumbaya shit. That's just me. I'll own my part.
So you want to savor the people suffering in your products that you buy. That's what you're saying.
Just avocados.
That makes it taste better.
So you're saying the cell phones are conflicting.
Yeah, if they have lithium in there, yeah, that's just being mined over there in Africa.
By like slaves, child
Yeah.
slaves and stuff.
Yeah, you're coming at me with, like I said, it's
I mean,
kumbaya
you
shit.
can't avoid it unless
Yeah.
you live in the forest by yourself and speak to no one.
Right. Yes.
If
And-
you know how to make your own knives, if you can like mine for metal and stuff,
Right.
there's no way you can avoid
Exactly.
some sort of
I
human
agree.
labor.
I agree. And that's why I agree with what Selena's saying. We should all become Unabombers. Yes, Selena's on the right path. I agree. I agree, Selena.
You go first.
I don't have those skill sets.
He's already got the kitty.
that skill set. Besides, where am I gonna get my avocados at out there? Can you? I don't think. Do you grow avocados here in the States? It's just a Mexico thing. It has to be the climate,
Some of them
right?
grow in California. They're not
California.
as good. They're smaller.
It's in
Africa.
Santa Barbara, California. Have you ever listened to that Joe Rogan podcast with the coffee guy? It's one of the best ones, man. Where so one of the things he threw out there is how many do you
ever do DMT?
No. Yeah. How many places do you think here in the States? How many coffee farms do you think are here in the United States?
Coffee farms?
None.
Until a few years ago, none. There's one now in Santa Barbara because of the climate.
Oh, I was about to guess like 200. I'm glad I didn't guess.
Everything has got to be in the mountainous
world.
regions, Africa, Ethiopia. It's got to be mountainous, but it's got to have the right climate. Hawaii. So there's only one, Santa Barbara. And like I was saying, he mixes avocados. Like he'll grow avocados or some type of fruit, and then grow the coffee plant underneath it to where it provides shade, and then it not cross pollinate, but it takes on some of the characteristics of the taste with whatever that is. So
that's very interesting.
It is, man. It's a damn good podcast. It's whenever Joe Rogan his podcasts were pretty fucking good, man, back then.
Are you saying they're getting worse?
I just don't like a lot of stuff he says. The Mike Tyson one was good.
I haven't listened to Mike Tyson one yet.
Killer Mike was good.
Mike Tyson.
Nick DiPaolo was excellent. They were kind of combative on that, but.
So who was there? Jose Valdez? Is that the coffee guy that you were talking about?
No. That's the thing. That's another thing this guy was saying is, where do you think coffee originated from? If I asked you, Selena, where do you think coffee originated from?
I heard Colombia has the
I
best, but
so
bro, it's like you gotta come up with it. He
Colombia.
comes from Africa, some country like Egypt or whatever.
Ethiopia.
you
Ethiopia
go.
is what many consider the birthplace of coffee, and then
Ethiopia, really?
Yeah, Ethiopia, and then the who was it? The Yemenis people came over, got war with them, enslaved the Ethiopians, and the Ethiopians. There's like 2,000. I think there's over 2,000 different types of coffee beans over in Ethiopia, and the Ethiopians took some of those over to Yemen because they were enslaved, and then they exported them through the port of Mocha there in Yemen, and it's interesting as fuck, man.
So how it ended up in Colombia, Guatemala,
Well,
Mexico,
because
and somewhere else?
The drug trafficking.
Well, it's close.
Oh.
Close. But it was so then some spies stole it from the port of Mocha, and they put it on some newly inhabited land over the Indonesian islands of Java, and then from there the French and someone else gave it a peace plant. They created the first ever greenhouse for that. They sent it over with some sailor, was it Portuguese or French or something, and he kept that plant alive with sharing his water rations with the plant. And when they got over here to the new land, to South America, Central
They
America,
discovered we had tons of coffee in
he planted that first
Who
plant.
needs coffee when you have cocaine?
He planted that first plant here, and then so everything is bottlenecked from there. So that's Arabica. It's an Arabica bean. So everything, all the coffee we get from here in Central and South America is from that one coffee. So if there's some type of disease or something that comes and is able to, let's say, start taking out those coffee plants, we're not going to have any more Arabica coffee over here in the States.
Like with bananas?
Is that happening with bananas?
All bananas are basically from the same. Like, banana flavored candy doesn't taste like bananas, right?
Right. No, it
but
tastes
there was a
delicious.
banana that
Laffy
used to
Taffy
taste like
tastes
that.
kind of banana-y.
But that flavor used to come from an actual banana. But all the other,
Are these strains
they
of
all died.
banana?
They all died.
So all we have is just one. So
we
if
have one variation of banana. So if there's a disease that's messing with all those bananas, and
we won't have any
bananas
more.
are
We can
God,
we can
that's
figure
crazy.
out some GMO banana shit.
Some fake bananas.
We can
Well, no,
grow
'cause
bananas and coffee together.
Yeah, it'd have to be some kind of weird hybrid.
Yeah.
It couldn't be just banana because that's the only banana that is left.
Like in China, they can make fake eggs, and they're engineered eggs.
Really?
Yeah, eggs and
Like eggs you can scramble, or like eggs of children.
Like no, well, both probably, man. What's the difference now, right? There's a lot of stuff like that, but I really nerd out with that coffee stuff and with that coffee
I think
podcast.
in like the next 50 years, you can just ejaculate into a little incubator and a child will grow.
Probably, man.
It's gonna be
You
a
don't even
thing.
have to ejaculate. They'll probably just be able to stick needle in there and pull it
Yeah,
out.
probably.
What's the fun in that, though?
There isn't.
Probably not. No, like
Just how we're gonna breed more
We
humans.
don't need you to ejaculate. No, I'm already doing it.
I don't know. I'm interested in coffee, man. I really like coffee. I really the history of
Coffee
it.
and dick.
And that almost goes without saying,
The
right? It's
Coffee and Dick
synonymous.
podcast. Pow, pow, pow. That's cool. It came from Ethiopia. See, when I
Yeah.
think about Ethiopia, I just think about those videos of the African
Yeah,
kids.
starving
Yeah,
and
me
stuff.
too, about hunger and lack of food.
That's the birthplace. according to these people, farmer found it. They use it in their rituals and their religious rituals.
Really? So maybe they were hallucinating off the first coffee beans.
Probably.
Maybe they're tripping balls.
There's this book I read about this not an exporter, an importer, and it took place over there in Europe somewhere. And he got a hold of these beans at first. Well, this is what they were saying. Commerce was done at ale houses, at bars and stuff. Mm-hmm. And these people would be drinking, and they would get drunk and not remember certain things. So nothing was it wasn't organized as well as it should be. So when coffee was introduced, they were able to be more organized and facilitate commerce.
I think I heard that on a podcast.
So this was
probably the same podcast.
It's I'll send it to you whenever I hear it. But this one lady. Her brother-in-law was importing coffee beans before it was a thing, and they didn't know how to eat, so she just started eating the coffee beans, and she noticed that she felt more alive or her heart. She didn't know they were bitter, but she didn't know what to do with them. So I take in so much information.
I forgot what country it was where they outlawed coffee shops.
It was in the Middle Eastern countries
because they were plotting against the government at the coffee shops.
They considered them places of sedition. Yeah.
So, but they'd let them drink at the bars though, because they'd be too drunk.
Well, they couldn't drink that either. But
they couldn't drink bars either.
Well, not in the Middle East.
Oh, okay.
Alcohol, and then coffee is considered a drug. It is a drug.
So I thought it was just coffee, but it's coffee and alcohol.
Yeah, coffee's it's.
So what they drink over there is more tea.
Tea, yeah. I think the whole world. I think that's number one. Besides water, that's number one beverage is hot tea, followed by
chai
coffee.
Tea.
Chai.
I fuck with some chai tea.
What? I've never had that.
An iced chai tea, especially if you get it dirty, delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, chai tea.
I like them warm.
What do you mean?
That's the only warm tea I drink.
What do you mean dirty?
Dirty is a shot of espresso.
No shit.
Oh, he'll suck a dick for that one. Maybe even two.
Don't give him more ideas, please. Don't. He doesn't need more excuses.
I'll perk up with that. There was with the whole coffee thing.
That was a comedy podcast.
What's that?
We're just talking about dicks and coffee.
What's not funny about that?
We keep going back to dicks, though.
Comedians drinking coffee and sucking dick.
It's the new Seinfeld special.
Getting dick
coffee and sucking dick with comedians.
That's hilarious. I wish I could title it that. Comedians getting coffee and dick.
Coffee candy.
Yeah, here, bro. This is coffee candy from Rafa.
You want me to have?
Yeah, that's pretty good, dude. Rafa says he doesn't drink coffee really. He says he does that.
Ever since I joined this cult, I stopped drinking coffee.
What?
Herbalife.
Well, that's a good alternative right there, candy. To me, the coffee, it kind of.
Why don't?
It's like if you tie one of my hands, I gotta hold the cup of coffee. This one I just throw in my mouth, and I can work and can use both hands.
That's good.
It is pretty good. Rafa says
Can you not drink coffee if you're doing Herbalife?
I can drink it, but they give you these energy teas, and so I don't need energy in the mornings anymore. So I stopped drinking coffee.
I call bullshit. So what Rafa was saying also, he likes to from where he's from in Sinaloa, right, Rafa?
Sonora.
Close enough.
Close.
So what he was saying is that he likes to take a mint. And since they don't have refrigeration over there, he likes to drink Coke with a mint. That way it's cool on his mouth. You hear me, Matt?
Yeah, I was looking at this Middle Eastern text on here. Sorry, go ahead.
You missed the whole thing, man. I said Rafa he also said he likes to take a mint, put it in his mouth, and drink a hot Coke, a hot cola because they don't have refrigeration there. That way it feels cool on his tongue with a mint. It's a Mexican thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what he told me he likes to do.
This would actually go great with coffee.
No, I'm fucking with you. He said he didn't like to do it. He said he never heard of that before. Some Mexicans told me about that over there and.
They were trying to tell him to put a Mentos in his mouth and then drink a soda. That's what they're trying to tell him.
I think they were fucking with me.
The fresh maker.
I think they were fucking with me. Yeah, because your head blows up if you drink that.
That's what they say.
Yeah, I think Logan Paul proved that wrong. Hashtag Low Gang.
Hashtag Low Gang.
Low Gang, man. We bought my daughter that $50 hoodie and she lost it. I think someone stole it for her at school.
Okay.
Be a maverick.
One more time. Logan Paul walks in here right now. Mm-hmm. Takes off his pants. How long until you put that thing in your mouth? How long? How many seconds?
Is it before or after?
Yeah,
that's what I was going to say, dude. Before or after? That's a good one. Before or after, man. Yeah, I'm a Logan. I follow Logan Paul by default because my daughter does. I gotta keep up with what's going on with these kiddos, man.
Yeah, you gotta make sure they're not looking at dicks.
You gotta keep up with this stuff, dude. You can't just let them.
That's scary though. Having a child with how porn is everywhere.
Everywhere,
I
man.
saw porn for the first time when I was probably 7 or 8. Just because I lived with my grandparents and they had every channel. They had the card where you could get every channel on satellite. And so, like, I accidentally pushed the wrong numbers one time, and I found, like, all the porn channels. And I was like, damn, there were, like, 10 of them.
Were they blurry?
No, I don't know.
Hold on.
We had satellite TV.
Oh, the card.
No,
so
when you get the full package, I remember that. When you
Yeah.
get
Did
the
you
full
just
package,
you
you
just
got
watched
every
it? Like,
single
what's
channel.
going on? What
Yeah,
are
I
these
would
people
have it
doing?
on recall all the time and be like, oh, I'm just watching Nickelodeon. And then
SpongeBob.
nobody's here.
Hey, Patrick. Hurt my ass.
But yeah, I don't remember how he did it. It was illegal, obviously, because we didn't have we had
yeah,
the most
you got the
basic
card.
package, but then
They got
somehow
that.
we got the card.
I remember these guys at Singular Wireless. They would be able. I forget what they would call it, but they would go and do it, and you pay them like $20 for it, and they give you that card. And then once they catch on and they zap that card or whatever it is, you got to go back to that dude, and they give you another
They
one.
switch the code every I don't know, couple of months
Whenever there's like a big fight.
Exactly. Before, back in the days, we used to be like every 2 or 3 months they switched the code. But then it becomes more often because of those black boxes or those cards that were selling. So now they were doing it like every week or whatever. They were changing the code this way that we become useless. And
Yeah, but the point I was making is how do you raise kids
Yeah.
and give them smartphones and like keep them from looking at titties? You know,
Yeah, there's no
it's
way.
like
Don't
impossible.
give them the phone.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, man. It's like for my son, he
It's
doesn't.
not that hard to not do if you don't have the money to buy the kid a phone.
That's true. Stay broke.
I've got five numbers. 6-year-old's got an iPad, daughter's got an iPhone, 16-year-old's got an iPhone, daughter's got an iPhone.
They're all looking at porn all the
We're
time.
all looking at titties. Titties galore.
I'm the only one looking
It's
at
got to
dick.
have some sort of change because I remember back in the days, like a long time freaking ago, the only porn that was available to me was like Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
And you usually find
that's
them on
rough.
your ankles or someone's house, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you had to go
Whatever
dig it
that-
up in the field
exactly,
somewhere.
and you steal it and take it from you and try to hide it somewhere in the backyard and whatever.
And then even the images would translate into
nowadays, since
Spanish.
you're able to see all these porn
Yeah.
and all that stuff all over the place,
Yeah.
you become like,
And it's really specific
look at
and
a
odd.
tit, you know, like no big deal. You know what I mean?
Like there's 13-year-olds that are like,
for
I
us
love
was like,
black
oh,
girl
shit.
anal. You know,
Let me
It's
put
like-
it this, and those magazines also back in the days there was so much pubic hair. I remember I didn't know where the hole was.
Yeah, you had no idea where the
I
genre
had no
was.
freaking go. If
Paul
it
still
wasn't
doesn't
for
know where it is.
if it wasn't for the smell, I would have never found
I
it.
had no
Your
idea.
drawings explain that.
I had no idea how close the vagina was to the butthole. Like an inch away.
Yeah.
And also, like automatically, your penis will like basically hit the top part of the pubic hair,
Yeah.
not where the hole is.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like a Lego where you just
Yeah, when you're a
Put
kid,
it
you think
face
it
to
just
face, it will
when you're
just-
a kid, you think it just lines up.
Exactly,
You got to go
and it
under.
does,
You got to
yeah.
scoop it.
Hold on.
you never put a
It
Lego
doesn't?
like this.
Hold up. What is it? What are you,
He's been
Dr.
fucking his wife's belly button for the past 20 years.
What? So I should have like 10 kids by now, man. Hey, that's Hey, let's switch topics here real quick. Hey, you said you're doing you get an open mic now on Thursdays here?
Yeah, we're working on it. We just got one on Sundays. Unfortunately, it's not until the Sunday after the Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
So y'all got to come back. But we got one on Sundays now at a place called MJ's.
Uh-huh.
And then we're getting one at a place called Handlebar in March on Thursdays. And this Tuesday we're doing a first open mic at a place called Broken Spoke. So all I did was I went online and just Googled Amarillo bars, and I wrote down like 27 of them.
Yeah.
And I messaged all of them the same thing on Facebook. I wrote out like a long ass paragraph like, "Oh, I'm part of Yellow City Comedy." Da 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 da. And then like 4 or 5 of them reached back out to me. So
Why didn't you go in person?
I
Time?
just thought it'd be easier.
And
That's smart. But also, you've been every. I saw you in Lubbock for a few days ago, right? You've been
Yeah, you did
everywhere.
see me in Lubbock. Saw me eat shit. That was rough.
Which is rough because there was nobody there.
Yeah, but I also like fumbled. I got nervous. The lights made me nervous. I usually don't get nervous like that. I was just off my game. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good experience.
how's
It was cool to do a theater. Really cool.
do y'all
Selena killed it.
I hear y'all talk about big up Selena. How
Because my mom was there.
I hear y'all talk about pay. You guys pay the open micers to get out there? I hear you've talked about that in the past.
No, we don't pay. We don't
Okay.
pay shit.
Okay. I thought
we get paid for certain shows,
Uh-huh.
but it's all going towards our T-shirts.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then we're trying to get more merch. They actually are going to pay us. I think Broken Spoke because they're used to having like when they do open mics, they're used to like one guy with a guitar being like, "I'm going to host open mic for 3 hours." So they're like, "We'll pay you $150." I was like, fuck yeah. But I'm not looking for pay. I'm just looking for
Yeah.
stage
I
time.
haven't seen your shirts. Yes, you can see I wear one from Laugh City. I haven't seen yours.
We have
does it
yellow.
say?
We have yellow ones on the way. They're just red, and they say Yellow City Comedy right here.
What about those big
And
ones?
the logo.
I wouldn't mind
Did you
getting
get 'em?
one of those.
I haven't got the big ones yet.
Motherfuck.
I know.
And you got a triple XL for me?
Yeah, I got triple XL for you.
Fuck yeah.
XL for me.
I got XL for you.
Double XL. Don't be.
No, it's 6.
They're 15 a pop.
Yeah.
I have the red ones in my trunk.
So will you mail them out? I mean, what do you
I'll
got
just
to do?
bring them to you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in love with all the time.
Yeah, I asked Kendall for a triple
want
XL, and I think he told me to go fuck myself. So
Dude, Kendall's so funny.
yeah, he's
I feel
good.
like Kendall's too good for Lubbock. I feel like that dude should be touring right now. You know, that guy's fucking
He's
hilarious.
Very capable, huh?
He knows what
Crushes
he's
it.
doing.
Yeah.
He's crushing it.
He's got a plan.
Yeah.
I bet he does, man. Can't wait. I can't wait to see how far that dude goes.
Yeah.
Faux show. I mean, there's a lot of really funny comics. That girl, Shannon, is that her name?
The physician.
The ones at the doctor.
Shannon,
Yeah,
doctor,
I
yeah.
didn't know she was that good. She crushed it.
When was this at the?
At the
Cactus Theater?
Theater.
No shit.
Yeah.
She killed that bitch. I
I've
was
seen-
like, damn.
I seen Shannon
She's real
twice.
smart.
Oh, well, she's a fucking doctor. Yeah.
I knew she was like new, so I didn't like expect her to like have that type
Well,
of
you've never met like a dumb
stage
nurse.
presence. That's true. There's some dumb nurses.
Every nurse that I know is dumb. Well,
No, don't say that.
Never
That
mind.
wasn't nurse.
I don't know. I mean, if you got that level of schooling, you've. I mean, like maybe I'm giving too much credit to school. I don't know.
I just mean she's smart in that she knows what to say.
Oh, you're
And
talking
when
about
to
like
say
stage
it.
presence smart?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, schooling don't apply to that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You're-
nah.
Yeah, everyone
Not
everyone
always.
on that second show, Stephen Feldman too,
Oh, yeah,
Raul
Feldman.
Sanchez of course, but that second show was really really good.
Yeah. I've seen Shannon do it once.
I was also
Well,
stoned.
Saturday was.
I was also
a
stoned
lot
out of my
better.
mind, so that helped.
You were what?
I was stoned out of my mind.
You did two shows? You did
No,
Friday
I
and
did the
Saturday?
first show on Friday, and then I just watched the second show on Saturday. Or
Oh,
Friday,
okay.
I mean, I didn't go Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me too. I did the Friday thing. I did both shows on Friday. I mean, I was there for both shows.
Hey, why did you cut short with nurses, Selena? Why did you? It seems like that was a
Related
touchy
to a lot
subject.
of nurses.
Are you?
Hashtag fuck nurses. You heard it here.
Well, Selena's down with the nurses. She says build a wall around them.
That looks sexy.
I
Some of
don't.
them are kinda,
Yeah,
you know,
if
you
even
talk to them and you're like, nothing you're saying is making sense, but you can like heal me.
that they just
They're just real simple. Like they don't ever think about anything, but because they're, I guess, I don't know. A couple that I know, like they have no common sense at all.
but they have
But they're
they have
like
the smarts
genius medical
for the,
care
right
people.
for that.
It's because like so many women go into the nursing field. You know?
I'm talking about dudes.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know any male nurses.
I know like 4 of them.
I know a few too.
It's
But still, it's a popular field, so there's always going to be a bunch of dumbasses in it. You know.
it's one thing to be intelligent out here or when it comes to your job or the schooling, but doesn't necessarily translate to stage, which is another thing we were talking about on in the car, where I think I told you this in that text message, where when I walk in the room, I think I'm the funniest motherfucker there. I'm definitely probably one of the loudest. I mean, Selena will tell you that, but my shit just doesn't.
I would never say that you're the funniest person in the room.
No, I said loudest. I said loudest. No, you say I'm the loudest, maybe the most obnoxious, but my shit doesn't always translate to stage. That's why I fall short with that. Where I'm not doing. I've talked to my homeboy about this. I think I'm going to mention this last time as well. But Selena and I talked about this a bit in Rafa, where doing the same material over and over again. I just don't. That's the way comedy is done in these larger cities, right? You
Yeah.
do the same shit over and over and over again. I don't. I don't. That way, I mean, and with me not doing that, and Selena doesn't, and the Rafa stuff is, what you say, it's your character stuff, right? So your stuff's written out. But for Selena and I, there's a bit of, we get bored doing the same stuff over.
I do too. I change it up as often as possible.
And I want for the dudes that are going on stage to laugh at my shit. I want to say something to where they're laughing at that, to where they get it. So whatever bit I have, I'm not refining it. I'm refining it for those 2-3 times I say it. And then after that, I just let it go, which I leave it like that. I leave it rough, not polished, not fine-tuned, which if Selena were to do that, if I were to do that.
Well, the key is to have it really polished, but make it look like you just
That's
came up
what I
with
was
it.
telling you. You have to pretend like it's the
Yeah.
first time you've ever said
Yeah.
it every time you say it.
But I get bored with the same
It's
shit.
because you're boring.
With the same. If I tell the joke 3-4 times, I'm like.
But you have to have the enthusiasm, like you.
But
like
you've
just
told
came up
me
with
the same story like 18 times, and it doesn't bore you.
Selena, I don't even know what you're talking about. Now I'm going to tell it to you 19 times, you and Kelsey.
Because you can have a really good joke, but it won't land because you're going at it with, I've said this 70 times.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
You know.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
gotta have the enthusiasm
You
behind
gotta
it.
have that performance.
You gotta be a salesman.
Right, and I'm a bullshitter. I am a salesman. I'm all that. But when it comes to that yeah, you're right. Y'all are both right. Yeah, exactly right. I just get so bored with that bit, even though it's only 3 times I've said it, and I'm fucking done.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens.
I'm done. Let me write this shit. Let me throw out this other shit. Let me think of, and yeah, I just let it go.
And I don't know how the Lubbock scene is compared to Amarillo, but we don't have that many venues. You know, we see a lot of the same people over and over again. So it's like I don't want to bring the same jokes every fucking week, or they're it's afraid to do that. I feel like if I was in a bigger city, I could work out a really good 10 minutes and just do that every time.
Do you go over your bits with anybody? I'm not talking about on stage. I'm talking about your shit that you're thinking about out here, your stuff that you're writing down.
I go over them I'll go over them a little bit, like if I'll text someone, like another local comedian, and we'll like send bits back and forth.
You go over
try to touch them up.
You don't do it in person or over the phone or
sometimes
talking to them?
In person.
Selena, you go over that with anybody? Kelsey?
Yeah, with Kelsey, or like I don't do it with comics that are here because I don't want you guys to know what I'm working on.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because I want to be able to surprise
I feel that. You want that genuine laugh. Yeah, I feel that. That's what I want every
go
time.
over, like Adam Telfa, you remember him? I go over jokes with him a lot.
Yeah, you message him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's in Houston, right?
Yeah, I talked to that dude the other day. Let's do a shout out to Adam Telfa.
Shouts out.
Shout out Adam.
Shout out Telfon.
The Italian.
What did he go to Iowa for?
To utilize his degree in construction. He was he got some type of engineering degree. And
he was making bank.
He went up there.
And then
working on some project.
Job fell through. So
yeah, he was the last one to get hired on, so they let him go. He was the last one. So when cutbacks came, he was the one that got laid off. Yeah, it fucked with him. He says it was he was down. I mean, why wouldn't you be? Yeah. It's your first job.
But I mean, engineering degree, he's always gonna have somewhere to go.
Yeah. It's
hopefully anyway. I don't know how the future looks.
Yeah, he's just got to say he's Italian, and then he's got his foot in the door. So don't go with the other one.
I don't know. Middle Eastern people are very hardworking people.
Italians aren't. I agree with you. I agree with you, Matt. I agree
#fuck Italians and nurses.
So, whenever I go over my bits, I and this is another thing too. Whenever I have an idea, I just say it. It's not even an idea. I'm just talking about, like we were talking about my son with the whole challenge thing. That shit just happens. It happens, and I say it to people at work. And we've talked about this before. I hold court with people just talking, bullshitting about whatever that is. I'm talking to my homeboy Feasel. So by the time I say it on stage, I've already said that thing to numerous other people. Probably no less than 5-6 times, and then I'm going over my head and I'm thinking about it, and then I have a long form notebook, but then I'm trying to write word for word, and as I'm writing it, I throw other stuff out there. Mm-hmm. So by the time I say it on stage, like at Stephen Feldman's house the other day, I'm already
first time over it.
I'm like, damn, fuck, that's it, it's done. Yeah, it's fucked up.
But it's not exciting to you to tell it to new people.
Yes, it is. Yes, to a certain extent.
And then when you're on stage or when you're rewriting it, you'll come up with other things.
Right.
So it's like it becomes something bigger. It snowballs into a bigger joke.
Yeah.
More meaning and more.
Do you mind if I go over one of them right here? One of the things I had. Is that all right? Do you mind? Is it okay? Are you all right, Selena? You seem kind of down right now. Why?
I got low blood sugar.
Oh, no shit. You need something? You need gum? What do you...
Like a piece of candy or something would be nice.
I don't have any.
Yeah, you say noticeably down. Yeah. I didn't know that. How does that? When is
you're
that?
Slowly killing her.
That's a given. With humor.
Well, the last time I ate was like 10, and I usually eat like every 2 or 3 hours.
No shit. I would have packed a sandwich for you or something. Un
okay.
sanguacho.
Is Kelsey coming? I forgot about her.
Yeah, she'll come back.
Oh, eventually.
When we're done.
You see, I share my material with my wife. Okay, and whenever she's like, I don't really like, I know that's gonna be a good one. I know automatically that's gonna work, and it has worked like that every single time. She's like,
my wife don't think any of my shit's funny like that. Nothing except my impromptu shit. Thank you, Selena.
Well, she's being honest.
That's the thing, though. Like sometimes I like when people punch up my jokes, and other times I'm like, oh, that's not me. That's something you would say.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, hard. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
You get like defensive.
I don't really get
Was
defensive.
that not good enough?
Yeah, what are you saying?
It's just more like I could see you saying that, but I'm taking it this direction, so it's like it doesn't work. But maybe it does. You know, I try to take every idea.
Someone was telling me that whenever I tell my jokes, I put too much, not facts, but too much statement into it before the joke, and that's right. That's where we're refining it. We'll go over, like with this joke about muscle shirts that I have, and wife beaters. I said I didn't learn about all. It wasn't until I started hanging around white boys in the military that I found out about a lot of different words and phrases that we didn't use. And then as I wrote that down, then I'm like, oh, okay, I can put this right here. I also learned about circle jerking and blah, 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 whatever I put. I said, but that's a story for another time. And then I go into this other bit. So that's one line right there that when I said it to these dudes at work, they got to laugh.
Yeah.
When I said it to my wife, believe it or not, that bitch laughed, right? So that's huge for me. That's a huge accomplishment for me, which is probably the third time
Does
she's
she laugh
laughed.
when you call her a bitch?
Sometimes depends. Yeah, I was like, that's tough bitch. Yeah. No, yeah. My wife calls me all types of stuff. I say bitch affectionately, unless you're one of those Mexican bitches over there.
Me too. I tell my wife all the time, I love you, bitch.
I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch.
Bitch. You should sing it. You should sing it like the Delphonics.
The other day I said, I don't remember what I was talking about, but I was like, oh yeah, bitch, and she was like, yes. Like I was being sweet to her. She's like, oh, I thought you said babe. I was like, no, I called
I said,
cute.
bitch.
That's cute.
Just different stuff like that, quote unquote punch up. So, yeah, like I said, by the time I said it on stage, even at Feldman's house, which that was a shit. But I already said that numerous times.
Son, do y'all do house shows here?
No, we were actually planning one, but the guy canceled on it, and then haven't heard anything since. But a house show would be dope.
We had a blast at Feldman's house.
Yeah, that was
Shout out
incredible.
Steven Feldman.
Yeah,
that was
that
awesome.
looked like it'd be a good spot up by his chimney or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did his
Fireplace.
podcast. Yeah, that's where we did it.
Yeah, I was there the day after, I think.
Were you? Yeah. It. I'm glad that fireplace held me, man. I wasn't sure about the bricks. You can't trust bricks nowadays.
We were nervous about you.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
That's funny.
Acme makes a killer brick, man. American. Don't go with anything else.
That's funny. Yeah, we did that podcast, but half of it got erased. So
Why?
I think it's only 30 minutes. Cheryl, shout out to Cheryl. She accidentally erased some of it.
So
the
she's
wrong
done that
button.
twice then.
Oh,
Has she? Ooh. It's a roast Cheryl podcast.
Shade. Dead ass.
That's so funny.
The opposite of lit.
But it was a fun podcast. It was good. Had a good time.
His house show. I didn't expect. I don't know what I expected, but man, I had a great time. I got pretty quote unquote lit. I had.
I scared the pizza girl.
Oh yeah, when you were on stage.
By the way, that was my idea. I told Steven we were in the garage smoking, and I told you know what? I got an idea, Steven. We should order pizza, and when the pizza man shows up, we gotta roast the shit out. Don't give him the money until we roast him on stage.
You roasted the pizza man?
We
Selena's a
tried.
woman.
Selena was on stage
Yeah.
when the pizza lady shows up, and
I think all I said was like, have you ever fucked one of your customers? And it made me real uncomfortable.
yeah, she wanted to
She
get the
hated
hell
it.
out
I
of
was
there
like,
so
that was
big.
my bad.
You said you were uncomfortable.
No,
Selena-
I think it made her uncomfortable.
she seemed like she was laughing at it. She
I
was
don't
nervous.
know.
Like
I mean, I don't know.
She was.
I thought it was
super
funny.
nervous.
I thought it was funny.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
I
liked
just
it too.
violated that lady.
That was
On
good.
accident.
But I bet you that was the most interesting delivery she had that night.
Probably.
And that was the whole thing for me. My idea was like, you know what? Whoever shows up here delivering food is going to have an incredible story to tell. I'm like, God.
Did
damn, I
anyone,
chose
did anyone
this
else
out.
roast her?
No, just Selena on
No,
stage.
it was. She needed to make it 2 steps inside the house, and she wouldn't come on stage. So that was
One of the funniest
that
things
didn't work out too good.
Feldman was hosting. One of the funniest things he said was, "There's like 16 people there, right?" And he said, "Of the 16 people, we only have two or three. I think he said three
Three, yeah.
people who aren't comedians."
comedians, yeah.
And then Kelsey said, "Yeah, Miguel." I couldn't stop laughing. Even Kelsey got in on it. But I mean, good. Miguel too, man. Miguel for taking a joke, dude.
He always does.
He
You
can
talk
take a
shit about
joke.
him all
Yeah,
day. He'll
I like
just
that.
laugh.
He's got a good sense of
He's
humor.
got a good attitude.
He takes it.
You can't shake that.
No,
dude.
I like
Can't
Miguel.
shake him.
He's very inviting too. So yeah, but when
Well, yeah, I went to his house one time for I don't remember what it was, but like he knows I'm a vegetarian. He was
Yeah.
like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I'll just eat like chips and dip or whatever. I don't care. I'm not picky about it, and
Yeah.
I'll eat chicken if it's there.
Yeah.
I'm not that into it." But he was like, "No, I'm gonna make you a potato soup," and he did. He
That's-
was like, "Yeah, and I even use vegetable broth.
Nice.
But whenever Kelsey,
That's
I
real
didn't know that
considerate.
existed.
Vegetable broth?
Vegetable, I had no clue.
You didn't know that existed?
No.
You're very brown.
I'm such a carnivorous, I guess. I have no clue.
You're like, chicken broth is vegetarian. Fish is vegetarian, right? No.
Pescatarian.
The only vegetables they have in Mexico are jalapenos, but never Kelsey said. I'm like,
Avocado.
Yeah, that's true.
Cebolla, cilantro.
The Kelsey got it. I think it was one of the best zingers of the night. Kelsey to Miguel. Yeah, Miguel. I was right there.
That's funny as shit.
It was good, man. It was real good. That was a good experience.
That's cool. You got 16 people went up?
16? No, 14, right? 14 people. 14 or 11? 11?
Not everybody went up.
Not everybody went up.
That's
yeah.
right.
Everybody went up. No.
That's right. It was fun, though. It was fun.
I had a great time. It was so intimate.
It was fun.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'd love to do something like that here. You guys just are like more close knit and more of a community.
Yeah. I mean, in spite
That's
of
true.
the stuff I say.
Yeah, I
so.
mean, Caleb and Lindley are getting married, and me and Kelsey are both standing up with Lindley.
Nice. That's awesome.
But who's not going to the bachelor party?
Shut up. Caleb won't invite me to his bachelor party.
We told
But Kelsey's
pick a
invited.
team. Pick a fucking team.
Why do I have to
Stick
pick
with
a
it.
team? Kelsey doesn't have to pick
She
a team.
wants
Why
to go
do
to
I have
both
to
the
pick a team?
bachelorette and the bachelor party. No. You got to go to just one. That's it.
Imposter.
Oh, this was a huge argument
That's
the other
funny.
night.
I
I'm gonna fight that dude.
It was like 2 hours arguing about this shit.
I remember that.
I don't know why I have to pick a team. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, everyone was pretty messed up on that. You weren't drinking, were you, Rafa?
No.
Yeah, I had 3 Perriers and a latte. So.
Somebody got his dick
And he only
sucked.
sucked 2
Okay,
dicks.
I got you.
and then Selena's like, "Oh, give me some Whataburger." So Whataburger. She started rattling off a list, and I write the list, and me and Kelsey go to Whataburger, and we make a run of it.
I told you I have to eat like every 2 or 3 hours.
Did you eat any meat?
I did. I had a honey butter chicken.
Oh
biscuit.
yeah,
those
that's
are the
right.
bomb.
Those are good.
Yeah, she said.
I eat meat when I'm drunk. I don't even think about it.
So Selena's
I put anything in my mouth when I'm
A
drunk.
lot of
honestly.
things
so
can happen
stupid.
when you're
Yeah,
drunk.
Selena, not anything. You're still a gold star. Calm down with
Yes.
that.
Well, that you
Overgeneralization.
That I
can
know
remember.
of.
Yeah, exactly.
So Selena's like, yeah, blah blah blah. Here, get this, and I said, that's a lot of money. And Selena's like, you just go get it. And then Kelsey's like, I'll go with you. And I said, all right, let's go. She said, let's have it. So it was almost $50, man. That was crazy.
That's not that bad for Whataburger.
I guess I didn't eat anything. I had to go
It was
pick
like
up my
5
son.
meals.
Well, it was
There was like 10 people there.
I don't know. I didn't eat. I left. I went.
I didn't get any of that pizza. That's why I was mad. I was really hungry.
Yeah, you should have taken an
sorry to
offering.
I got 2 pieces in that.
No, I ain't get nothing. I was good. I just had the latte's filling. Waiting for a joke? No, okay, nothing.
Yeah, no,
Is it the semen on top?
yeah, that's what that is.
It's too easy of a setup.
But yeah, that was. I really like that, man. It was good. It was fun. I like to do more stuff like that. And even
I feel like this man is staring at me on the wall.
yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
keep looking at him.
It's my grandfather.
yeah. So when he gets older,
That's nice. Did your family have a lot of money? How do you get a portrait like that?
Actually, our family was super broke. I have no idea. I have to ask.
Stunting on everybody.
No, they had no money. So, no.
But it's a real oil canvas. It's not like a photograph that was painted on top, is it? I mean, I don't know.
I think it's a photograph, man. I,
It
don't
is a
photograph and
photograph
they got
that has been
painted?
retouched.
I believe
Yeah,
it's
you
a
can get-
photograph, yeah.
Because it looks like a portrait, kind of like
It's
right.
like a painting.
Looks
yeah,
like
you
a
can get
painting.
dudes to do that in prison. My brother-in-law was a prison guard, and he got some prisoners to paint to do something like that.
To paint him?
No, my in-laws. So my in-laws came out looking Mexican in the portrait.
And they were all tatted up.
With that
I remember my little nephew at the time. He's 16 now, but back then he was like 2-3. He's like, "That's not Papa. That's not Papa." It was like a Mexican dude, like a bandito or something.
They pose on the portrait like they don't do your art.
That's
and shit
funny.
Like that, yeah.
You know anyone that does portraits? I know a couple guys.
They're doing
Some
10 to
guys I work
20.
with.
Yeah, some guys I work with. You come back with all types of paintings and macrames and crochet stuff. Wow, you guys must have some free time at work. Yeah. They have all the free time,
Yeah,
23
it's
hours.
7 to 10.
People taking the prisoners in there. I can't believe it.
It's in New Mexico. But
Okay, so if you're a prisoner, are you a bottom or a top?
in all honesty,
Bottom. Okay, Rafa?
He's top.
Top.
He's not. I guess I'd have to be a bottom. I wouldn't want to fuck somebody
You think,
else.
but you're so tall. You don't think that like
I don't think I'd want to fuck anybody, so they'd have to just fuck me. You know?
you don't think you'd want to fuck anybody?
I don't think so.
What if it was like a big dude, like with a big juicy booty? You wouldn't want to fuck that booty.
I don't think so. No.
What if he shaved?
Nope.
You know, Selena's feeling that candy right now.
It kicked in. The caffeine and that coffee
I
candy
need the
kicked in.
sugar. Yeah.
No, I would just have to get raped. I think. I don't know. It's different when you're in there though. So really, I mean, I might
would be a top.
might have a relationship in there.
You got to do it for protection.
Maybe so. I mean, if I got to do it, then I'll be a top. Obviously, I can't.
Hey, man.
I don't need someone pulling my hair.
Yeah, I keep on hearing you talk about going on tour. When is this?
College Station is the plan. He said first week of
Who's
May.
he?
I'm still trying to work with this guy. There's a promoter at College Station.
Yeah.
I'm friends with on Facebook. But we keep going back and forth. It's been pushed back. It's supposed to be like March and then April. Now we're looking at May. So I'm just waiting on confirmation.
And it's you and Skylar and
I don't know. We don't know for sure yet. Definitely me and Skylar.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll see a lot of people have jobs and shit. So
fucking jobs. What
we're
losers?
trying to go for a week and just plan around that area.
Yeah.
Stay
Which
in
area?
Texas.
Which area?
Like
South-
around Austin,
Okay.
College Station, Houston, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, San
Like-
Antonio. We know San Antonio and Austin comics. I don't know. Skylar probably knows a few more around there.
And doing clubs over there.
Yeah, it would be like that. The one we're booking would be like a really big, like bar place, and then I don't know. We just have to. Skylar has all the connections.
And you see yourself eventually moving out of Amarillo?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's good,
Have
man.
to.
Yeah. Like to where?
I'd like to go to Houston.
Houston.
I want to go to. You have to go to LA at some point if you really want to
Yeah.
do it. I think
I take New York over LA first.
New York would be dope too.
I don't know about New York. New York gets too cold for me.
Well, from the
I
New
love
York
LA.
from the New York
It's just
comics
dirty.
from the New York comics I've spoken
Yes,
with,
very dirty.
all their open mics are just other comedians,
Yeah.
and there's so many, and it's just like
It's
you're
the same
you're
everywhere
just
you
telling
go.
jokes in front of 5 other comedians.
So
Well, I don't
you
know. I
don't
feel
really
like
know if you're that effective.
the New York. It sounds like the New York scene is rough, but I don't know because there's a lot of really good New York comics. So I don't know. I think I'd choose LA over New York.
If I had to do it, if I could do it over again,
You got San Diego right there, about an hour and a
Yeah.
half. You also got Tijuana, which you can get good
Weather's
shit
the
in
bomb.
there. Yeah.
if I could do it over again and not follow the Mexican blueprint and have a kid in high school and get married and all that stuff, man, I would either pursue art as far as painting and all that other hippie stuff and be a starving artist in Santa Fe, or man, I'd probably sleep on someone's couch in New York and take a stab at comedy that way.
I met a comic at Fort Collins, and he's really good. His name's Sam Talent.
Uh-huh.
I can show you his video later. I show him to everybody because it's fucking funny. But he said the 2 best places right now are Denver and New Orleans for comedy.
New Orleans, huh?
Yeah. He said the stage time in New Orleans is crazy. So
New York to me just sounds very appealing. Just
Also in LA, you have Vegas right there, not too far away. It's
Yeah, I
about
mean,
3
everything's-
hours. It's just you got a lot of good locations.
all of California.
San Francisco, all in California.
and this is all just stuff I've listened to. I haven't been in New York scene or any of that, but I hear a lot of podcasts. Listen to a lot of them. They talk about how you're able to be a working comic there in New York, and then once you do the open mic thing, then get paid for gigs there minutes from the other gig, because there's a lot of clubs within walking or
Yeah, that's
Uber
true. And
or
then
city bike vicinity.
Just being in the Northeast area, everything's close there.
Right, if you got
go
a car
to
to
go down to Philadelphia,
Yeah,
Pittsburgh, whatever. Like,
Maine, yeah.
New Jersey.
Connecticut, yeah, just different stuff. I'd love to do that. But what do you? So you plan to do something with this comedy thing?
Definitely.
Man,
Yeah.
that's great. I don't plan to do anything with it. Just tell jokes.
It's
all.
too late for you.
It's too late, man.
He's only gonna live like 5 to 7
not
more
too
years.
late for
Is
you.
that? Well, I've got here's what me and my wife were talking about. As far as taking a risk, the
You
older
could have
you
a heart
get,
attack any moment.
that is exactly right.
Some comics don't make it till they're in their 40s.
Your valid point. However, though, for me, the willingness to take a risk,
Yeah,
I don't.
that's the key.
He's a
You gotta,
pussy.
you
I
gotta
don't have that.
You gotta
And
jump.
I feel like that at times, Selena.
That's what that man took from you.
That's what
He
he
took
took that
your
risk. He
soul.
took my mojo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would have been a traveling comedian by now.
And-
if you
and-
didn't
Wasn't
look
for
at,
that man,
if you
his
didn't see his
huge dong.
massive.
We gotta keep the 4 kids I
Monster.
have, man. My kid got 16, 11, and 6-year-old at the house, and for me to go out there and push this comedy thing and pursue it seriously would be, I mean, because I am serious. I write a lot. I'm always thinking about stuff, jot stuff down, videos, voice record everything. But for me to put the time and energy into it, I feel that would be selfish as far as what I would be taking from my kids.
They don't need you.
So
they probably don't even like you, to be honest.
They don't. Everything is it's my wife's world, and I'm just there at times. But
You're just there to take out the trash.
Take out the trash.
You're just there for the threats. Just wait till Dad gets home.
Yeah, and then I get home, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Nothing. Just I'm sorry. I'm sorry." But it's just the risk for anything. The risk for.
He's real serious about the fatherhood challenge right now.
The fatherhood challenge.
That he can't really take on the comedy challenge.
I'm failing it, man. Failing in life. But I thought I would do, man. I mean, I see my wife says, if this Laugh Hub City thing keeps on going, and you guys get out of here and make it, and you come back, let's say Caleb's able to open a club and all types of stuff happens, and I'm still there going and doing open mic shit. These guys are gonna come back, famous comedians. Like, hold on, you're still here? Like, yeah. I'm still here,
you can always tour like twice a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can make it work.
Yeah, I could. I mean, it's what I'm throwing out are just excuses. He
doesn't want it.
Yeah.
I don't.
He doesn't want it.
I don't want to take that risk. I don't want to take the risk of.
But kids are important. That's why I don't have any.
They're honestly going. If your wife
0.
is a decent enough parent, they're gonna be fine. Even if they're not, like, they're gonna be fine.
Yeah, none of them are infants. You know.
No, that's true.
They're not gonna care if you miss their birthdays.
That's true, and they've already got a hand. I mean, they've already.
Plenty of people grow up without dads and turn out fine.
Yeah, you know what?
They got titties on their cell phone, you know?
Man, I'm leaving tomorrow, dude. You guys convinced me, dude.
Use FaceTime.
Fuck yeah, man.
Just think about all the
technology,
massive dongs you're going to see on the road.
You're right, dude.
Just
How can that...
All the cappuccinos that you're going to get.
Dicks galore.
Tons. You guys convinced me, man. It took very little of it. Thank you.
Yep.
That's where... What are you going to do with this, Selena? With this comedy thing?
I want to be like Childish Gambino, like Donald Glover, because I can play music too. I don't do it because I don't have the patience for it. It takes a lot longer for me to try to write a song than it does for me to try to write a joke.
Do you want to be a writer also?
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
I've always in a TV show.
I've always liked the idea of being a writer.
Yeah,
but from what I've heard on podcasts, is they're like comics that become writers usually give up on their comedy.
Yeah, they get pigeonholed into that because you're making a living.
Because it's a full-time job.
Yeah,
and you're making a living, and then
really good money.
Yeah, and then you're gonna do that. You're gonna give that up to go make nothing over here at this open mic or whatever it is. You know, there was I'm sorry, Selena, go ahead with the whole music thing. I didn't know you did music.
Yeah, well, I actually just joined. Socorro Carrasco asked me to join his alternative country band.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does country.
So,
that's awesome.
What do you play? Do you sing?
I play guitar. I sing. I'm not like a great singer. I can hold a tune.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of singers who are not good singers, but they're still
true.
making it.
That's true.
I don't too. Y'all plan on living here in Lubbock or moving?
I mean, I think we're gonna be here for a while, just because we're kind of locked in financially. We can't really do a whole lot. Plus, we have 3 dogs, and it's hard to figure out how to do stuff. I mean, it's not as bad as having kids, but it's still we can't really leave town without making plans.
Yeah. No, we like to leave our kids just by themselves, so it's actually worse having dogs.
Yeah, if I leave my dogs, they'll shit all over the house. They don't know how to use a toilet.
My kids shit on top of the toilet sometimes, but never just on the floor. So that's cool. I mean, y'all have.
But I think I'm gonna end up. I want to go this summer, not like a real tour, but just hit a bunch of mics. I know a guy in Denton that has. They do open mic stuff there, and I think I would be appealing to that crowd, that demographic. I feel like I would.
Hell yeah!
I've always wanted to
definitely Denton.
I've always wanted to do that. Kill Tony.
Kill Tony. I love to do Kill Tony. I have a friend on Facebook who was just on it.
Oh yeah.
And then he on his Instagram story. He was at Tony Hinchcliffe's house playing pool.
No shit.
And that dude Jeremiah was there playing with him.
Watkins.
I was like, you fucking bitch.
And he's in L.A.
he's a comic out of Arizona.
But he's in L.A.
Yeah, he's traveling. I don't know how he travels, but he goes to open mics in New York and LA. He just goes everywhere. He must have a really good job.
Man, it would just
he's out of Phoenix originally.
You would just have to refine that minute, just get it to where it's just smooth. It's just flawless.
Yeah, which I don't think it'd be that hard. I mean,
you hear these people on there with that minute, like how are you not executing the shit out of this minute?
And they do 30 seconds. And am I done?
Yeah, I don't understand it. And then they ask you, how long you been doing comedy? I've been doing comedy 4 years, 5 years. Yeah. You couldn't get this fucking minute.
Do you listen to it pretty regularly?
Yeah.
Malcolm Hatchett?
Yeah.
Dude was a beast.
Yeah.
I was sad when he left.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man.
He's got a bright future.
So it's I would like to do that, man. I mean, the more I just want to go on stage because I enjoy telling jokes to
I
people.
think you just like talking.
I
and
do.
You want to force people to listen to you.
Yeah, I do. I do.
He
You
doesn't
know,
get
what
decent
we all
at
do,
home.
yeah.
and here's where I feel that I'm wasting my God-given ability, which is to bullshit, which is to speak, which is to create that instant rapport. I feel that I'm wasting out in the truck. But what am I going to find in Lubbock, and I'm not leaving from Lubbock, where I can utilize this? Because I can sell. I mean, there's instant rapport. Whenever I meet somebody,
YouTube.
I don't know. Yeah, but
Make a vlog.
I want something.
React to Logan Paul videos.
And see, whenever you are telling me this,
React
to me,
Paul's dick.
to me,
Wow! Every time.
yowzers, that shit was lit,
Super
son.
duper great.
Hashtag dead ass.
Hashtag I started it for 24 hours challenge.
I super duper passed. But that's where I would want something to me that seems unattainable. Right? It's even though kids are doing it, even though one little Mexican kid opening up toys is a millionaire, right? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But for me, I would want something tangible where I can go there and utilize it. And my wife says, "What about sales?" Yeah, I could do it. I just don't want. Again, that goes back to me being a pussy and not wanting that risk of just being strictly commission based, because I'm confident in who I am, and whatever the fuck is you see, I'm one of the most confident motherfuckers you'll ever meet. But being able to make money off of that, how do I do that and stay in Lubbock?
If you
You
want
should be a
to,
preacher.
if you want to grow, you got to risk it. That's the bottom
Talk
line.
radio.
Yeah.
We have the power of the internet. You can do a
Yeah.
podcast. You can do a vlog.
Yeah.
You can do whatever.
With the podcast, I was telling my homeboy that if I ever did this, where a podcast and it grows, man, I'd probably have to take my kids out of public school, put them in private school, get security, because I'd be saying some shit where people will come after me. I'd probably get death threats on the regular just because of the shit I would say. Not that I would be looking to be controversial, just the shit I say doesn't vibe with everybody. Not that it ever has.
Yeah, I mean that's.
It's just out there.
I don't think it'd get to that extent unless you're like at Joe Rogan's level.
No, yeah,
Unless
that's
you're
true.
Mark Maron
Yeah.
or Alex Jones.
Look,
He
look at
probably
him.
needs security.
He probably does, man.
He probably has it.
Ben Shapiro has security, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Ben Shapiro,
He's
man.
the nicest guy ever.
Fuck, dude. Hashtag Jews, man.
L'chaim.
Exactly. So that's just I want to capitalize off of this, and then the type of money people are making in Lubbock with sales. It's not even with degrees, man. I mean,
Why won't you leave Lubbock?
Yeah, that's a good question.
but that's at one point we thought about going to San Antonio when I was doing my reserve time over there, and the more my wife and I thought about it, families in Lubbock. My in-laws are going to be moving to Lubbock, and I just want to raise my kids there. Lubbock it's not a big, it has everything you need there.
Yeah.
It's not too big, and it's not that small either. It just has enough time. I don't know if I told you when I was younger, I hated Lubbock, man. I hated Lubbock because all I knew was the south side of Lubbock, Texas, 40th Avenue J. So I didn't know there was other shit out there until I joined the military. Once I joined the military, I'm like, hey, Lubbock's not that bad if you get away from certain elements that I was around and exposed to on a regular basis. If you distance yourself from that and focus on more positive shit, that was not a bad town. I love Lubbock. I'm going to die in Lubbock. That's why. Now, my kids can, but our base is going to be there in Lubbock.
That's wild.
So, and that's for me being other places, seeing other places, traveling, seeing different parts of the world. Lubbock's it for me. So, don't want no Dallas, Houston. Don't want none of that. Lubbock, Texas. Good with Lubbock.
Texas.
So, that's LBK till I die.
We all got different,
I just need to find a way
dreams.
to. And then,
We're a little disappointed because we couldn't wait for him to leave Lubbock.
No.
and then, but yeah, I don't know. There's
All the water every time it rains just goes around him.
it's like a waterbed. I'm right in the middle of it.
But Rafa, what do you want to do with the comedy? We asked everybody.
Basically, the whole thing with me started because I was I was almost 50 years old. And I wanted to, for whatever reason, because of I would like to write 50 stories, something that has to do with my life. And not to sell it as a book or anything, just to leave it to my son, for him to see all the crazy stuff that I did and things that happened to me. And but once I visited the first, so the first open mic, I'm like, I think I can do that, and I started writing it. But it was for me, it was when I go out on stage, I go on stage for me to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't do it not even to make people laugh, because a lot of my stories, especially the latest one, I like to mess with people. I like to play with the reactions. I would like to take you on a roller coaster of emotions and come out of left field and hit you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Say
my
roller
thing.
coaster of emotions
So-
one more time.
A roller
Coaster of emotions.
That
So-
sounds
You
so
from
nice.
a left field.
So I kind of like that.
Don't
so,
say it, Paul. You're gonna ruin
So
it.
therefore, I do this just for me.
Yeah.
Not so much, and whatever it takes me, it takes me. But I don't have like I want to have a Netflix special or I want to be famous or whatever. I live in LA for 12 years, dude, and I got tired of LA. To tell you the truth, the smog, the violence, the gangs, and all that shit. Been there, done that. I live in Miami, in Orlando. I had traveled quite a bit. I used to be a salesman, so I traveled to all the way in the United States,
That's
Central,
dope.
South America, Mexico, everywhere. So I've been there, done that. So I'm not really, like I say, I have a goal. But if something happens, I'll take it. Fuck it. And everything is a win from this point on.
Holla.
I just want to be able to not need a 9-to-5 job. That's
Yeah.
the goal. I don't
That's a
need
good
to
goal.
be famous.
You ever listen to Steve
I don't
Simone?
need to be rich. No.
I just don't want to have to listen to anybody else.
That's a good point too.
And just stay home.
Be your own boss.
Steve Simone, very positive dude. He's part of Arias Shafir's. They all came up at the same time at Comedy Store from a Philly dude, and very positive, man. He has people on there, and he says even if you don't agree with God or believe in God, he says his thing is he's still blessed. Let's count what you're thankful for, or whether people say what you feel you're blessed with, or that. Let's just say thankful, and it's simple stuff like, well, you know what? I'm thankful that Bruce Willis made this movie so that way I can enjoy it. Simple stuff like that. So they call it there's thankful list. I forget what they call it, but very positive LA comic. And he said that he doesn't have a Netflix special. He had one special that came out a while back, but when he wakes up, he's thankful. He feels he's blessed because he doesn't have to go to a 9-to-5 job. He can do comedy, and he's doing comedy at one of the comedy meccas, which is the Comedy Store, and he can tour off of that and go different places. But he doesn't have to report to a boss. So he's not a premier comic. He's not a Kevin Hart or any of these other ones, but he's still doing comedy, and he's doing it on his own time.
Yeah.
So that sounds great.
We just opened up for a comic named Dave Stone. I guess that was
saw that.
last week. But he just travels. He goes on tour twice a month, and he lives in LA. He doesn't have any other jobs. So like, if you can afford to live in LA and be a comic, you don't have to be famous, don't have to be rich. Just
You're telling jokes. You're
That's
working
it.
at night.
That's
one hour a night.
that's all I need,
Yeah, that sounds great.
right?
That's fantastic. If you can do that, yeah. So
And then you still have like your private, like you still get to be a private person.
Yeah, that's true.
who was it talking about? One of these comics was talking about achieving a level of notoriety where you can't do. Ari Shafir was talking about that. He can still go certain places now, and people notice him, but he's not going to get rushed like a Kevin Hart would,
That's
like
true.
a Louis C.K.
Ari like does that on purpose. Like he
Right.
stays at it. Like he'll just go to China.
Right, you
He
achieve a
doesn't
certain.
use social media.
He doesn't want that next status. He achieves. He maintains that. That's how much you think that dude makes a year?
I couldn't even ballpark it.
100, 200.
I have no idea. I couldn't even guess. I know he probably made pretty good money from This Is Not Happening.
Yeah.
Then he has a couple Netflix specials.
I start thinking. I mean, not to get into finances here, but in Lubbock, even if you have a degree in Lubbock, let's say if you're a nurse in Lubbock, you're probably gonna make what, anywhere from 50 to 60 a year, and even with other stuff, with having degrees, it's crazy. Where I relate it to kids. For me, if I'm making 50 or 60 a year, that's like, okay, so that's about 2 kids. That's good. You add 2 more kids into the mix, you gotta make even more than that.
You
man.
can take care of 2 kids with 50,000,
I
60,000.
would think so, bro. People do it in Lubbock all the time.
That's crazy to think about. Like I think about like if I had a kid right now, I'd be fucking broke.
So that's one of the reasons that I'm still in the oil field, because the oil field pay is stupid, man.
Yeah.
So that's why I commute. That's why I go there. And for Lubbock, man, my wife would really, I don't know, she'd have to be bringing in some money too. So it's tough, man. I wish I could just live off the government. That'd be great. If I could live off the government, I'd wear that EBT card around my neck like a rapper. The EBT? Fuck
I've
yeah.
never seen a
Swipe
rapper
that
do
bitch.
that.
They don't do that? Well, I would wear it like my bling. That would be my bling. That's what I would do. Yeah. I would. Yeah, I don't know if I told you, every time we went to this convenience store, we moved over there to this house, and it was a hood, but it really became ghetto as fuck when they started allowing liquor, and Lubbock became a wet city. And we go and Bob's is Indian.
That
dude.
happened like within.
When did that
recently?
happen? 2009?
I wasn't here.
Lubbock wasn't a wet city until 2009.
Something like that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 2007, 2009, something like that.
I had no idea.
So it's somewhere between 05 and 09, somewhere around there.
It's been a college town for so long. I just assumed.
Yeah, no, you had to go out to the strip. You had to go out past the city limits.
Wow.
And so we'd all go in there, and my neighborhood that I lived in quickly became the hood, man. And every time we go in there, me and my kids, Bob would say, Lone Star, for the Lone Star card, the EBT, right? And I'm like, nah, cash. I wish. You know? So I go in there again. Lone Star, I wish, man. And so after about 10 times, he stopped asking me for Lone Star because I was going to say I wish. I don't think there's anything wrong. If I could well, not scam the system, but if I could get away with EBT, shit, man. Fuck yeah, I utilize the shit out of it. Hell yeah. Lone Star, motherfucker. EBT, bitch. I put into this, damn it.
My mom used to have a WIC.
Yeah.
That shit was cool.
Yeah, my family
Get a bunch
too,
of
man.
milk.
My mom
Get a
too.
bunch of
Everything,
cereal.
man. Everything.
Government cheese. Don't forget.
I've done
Yeah.
that. I've waited in lines over
Yeah.
there at 34th and the interstate, before there was the interstate. Yeah, I remember that stuff. That's where my white privilege, people assume because I'm white that I'm fucking with you people. Where are y'all, man? I'm not white.
We know.
Stop listening.
I know you did. Selena's zoning out now. Give her another candy. Anyways, I don't have white privilege.
Where
I
do
do.
you?
I wish. How do you have it?
Do
Because
see
you look
this?
white. Yeah, that's true.
Nobody follows me in the store. I don't even sound like I'm Mexican.
I think
It's
privilege.
pretty great. It's a lot of fun.
Everyone has a certain
A
level
little
of
bit.
privilege.
A little bit. Some of it you've earned. Some you earned.
Some of it's
you earned it.
economic.
Right.
Yeah.
You can, excuse me, earn that privilege, whatever it is, steps you take. If you buy certain passes for airports and shit, you've earned
Kendall
that.
has that joke about, like, I felt like I had white privilege because I had a fast pass at Disney.
Yeah,
World.
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, that was funny.
That's
It's hilarious.
Wait faster, bitch.
That's true, man. That's
Get
true.
hopped up on these candies.
That's true. You don't. So what are you gonna eat after this?
I thought we were gonna go eat.
Yeah, where? What do you eat? That's just vegetable shit. Indian
Salads.
places.
Every place has salad.
Indian?
It's the weekend. I'll probably eat chicken or fish.
What does that mean? Are you Catholic too?
No, I just try not to eat meat during the week.
Yeah, it's Cuaresma.
What is Cuaresma?
I mean, she has quite a bit of asthma.
Oh, the Cuaresma. What is Cuaresma?
It's where you don't eat meat for 40 days.
Oh,
Lent.
okay. During the
During
It's
Lent?
Lenten season.
Lent, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man, I fucking hate Mexicans during Lent, bro. I worked at Long John Silver's when I was 16, and we were right behind that Catholic
That's when
church.
you made all your money. Why would you hate on that?
Well, yeah, I
So
got
you didn't get-
overtime, but
you
I was
didn't get
16.
commission?
No, I was just getting paid an hour. I think it was $5.75 an hour. I was making more than the minimum wage, which I just got bumped up to $5.25.
That sucks because you had to go home every day smelling like Long John Silver's.
Yeah, but you get used to it, so.
That's why he doesn't like vagina.
Right, and that's why I
Yeah,
call my
I
fish
can see that.
fish stick. That's why I call my dick fish stick. So we
Never
got
got
so
to smell
busy
that.
because the church was right behind it, the Catholic church, Our Lady of Guadalupe, right there on 50th and the interstate. And I would look out that hole, that porthole in the door for the back, and I'd see all these fucking Mexicans with that ash cross on their forehead. Oh fuck, dude, I hated Mexicans. I'm like, why can't these motherfuckers eat pasta or some shit, right? I mean, Italian restaurants, right? It's not just fucking Long John Silver's.
That
They're
is
just
a
not
weird-
eating meat.
that's
Yeah,
a weird thing.
It says no meat. It doesn't say
You have to eat
just
fish.
fish.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's only on Fridays, right?
yeah. Fucking Mexicans, all that
Yeah.
shit, dude.
That's a
Fuck.
weird way that Catholics came up with eating
Oh.
fish.
But they like miss it. They go like one day without eating beef, and they're like, I really miss beef. I really wish I could have a hamburger. It's
But
like
they don't eat one day.
Relax.
You take it easy.
Beef is amazing though.
It's,
I'm about to eat a steak
not
after
that
this.
good.
and you know,
It's
I'm
my
not talking.
favorite thing in the world.
I love
I prefer pork. Pork is
See,
more
I don't like
succulent.
pork.
It's supposed to be worse for you, pork, to tell you the truth. I
Yeah.
love
It
pork.
tastes better.
It
tastes
does. I'm not
better.
going to argue that.
But pigs are nasty.
I don't
They
know.
taste
They
incredible.
taste delicious.
But
I never miss burgers or steaks, but I fucking
There's-
ribs.
That's why
I
we
dream
put
about
bacon
ribs.
in burgers, because bacon make it taste
There's
better.
there's no
Anything with
there's
bacon
no
tastes
solid
better.
substitute for bacon. There's turkey bacon's good, but it's not real bacon.
No.
I never had it. I would feel like a beta male if I did. But I couldn't stand looking. And I'm not bashing Catholicism at all, man. My whole family's Catholic.
It
But
didn't sound like that before, but okay.
but the ashen cross on their foreheads. Oh, fuck! I hated Mexicans during Lent. Son of a bitch, dude. We cooked so much fish. The floors were it was bad. It was rough. There were long days, man. Long days. I just didn't. Yeah.
Having flashbacks like
Yeah, I'm
Vietnam
thinking about
right
it,
now.
man. Poking, look at my
So you
that
didn't
photo.
grow up religious
I
at
can
all?
see the
Yeah.
trauma on his face. That's why I couldn't even talk.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
was-
wow.
So you grew
I
up
was
Catholic and you just
No,
didn't
I didn't.
go-
I wasn't brought up Catholic.
I
Fuck
hate
no.
Catholics.
I was brought up Pentecostal
You
Assemblies
hate
of God.
Catholics too? Were
No.
you ever Catholic, Rafa?
No, he didn't say that.
Yes.
Matt said that.
Oh, Matt said that?
I said what?
Who said I hate
He
Catholics?
said he hates
Oh,
Catholics.
he was talking
He
about
was
me.
saying that.
No,
Oh.
I didn't say I hate Catholic. I said I hate Mexicans during the Lent season because there were so many fucking Mexicans there. There was a line
There's
coming
a
out.
Catholic church right behind them.
I
which-
know.
That's full of Mexicans.
That
was your
That
fault.
They could
one
go-
put one and one
It's
together.
a smart strategy. They should just have Long John Silver's inside the church.
Peddling that. So instead of holy water, it'd be
Body of
it'd be
Christ, juice of
manteca.
fish.
But I was born and raised Pentecostal Assemblies of God.
What is that?
That's holy rollers.
That sounds fake.
That's some real
Pentecostals
stuff.
are the ones that like scream and dance. And
Yeah,
stuff, right?
holy
Yeah,
rollers,
yeah.
man. Yeah,
Oh,
speaking
they catch
tongues.
the spirit. They catch the.
Holy Ghost.
That's it.
Do the Holy Ghost.
I was born strict Pentecostal, man. That's why when I got to the age of 13, 14, 15, I said, I'm done. I left home at 15. I ran away at 15, man. I was out with my grandma's house, and my whole family's fucked up there. So I bounced there, lived with my homeboy Turtle for a little bit, and then Selena. So for about a year, I was on my own, 15.
You have a
Then I
homeboy
came
named
back.
Turtle?
Yeah, Freddie can
Nice.
too. Shout out, still in the Marines.
Shout out Turtle.
But I call him Turtle because he looks like that turtle that would race Bugs Bunny. Remember who had that face like the cheeks and.
Bro, I can't get over how you look like a Ninja Turtle right now.
Thank you, appreciate
Yeah,
that.
no problem.
Maybe
with
they
all
should have
the
called me
green
Turtle.
Stuff, yeah.
But yeah, Pentecostal. So I don't know if I was a badass kid. I mean, I'm thankful for a lot of the lessons that I learned that I took from that.
And the Pentecost.
So
Yeah.
just all the time. I remember as a kid, I told my mom, "We get a break from school. Why don't we get a break from church during the summer?" She said that in front.
Smart.
My mom
That's a
was
good
very
question,
involved at
though.
the church, and she said that on stage. I guess my mom was trying to be a little comedian up there. She said in Spanish, "My mijo." She said I told her that, and then they laughed. And I was looking around. Why are they laughing? That's not. I really want to know. Why don't we get a break from church? I was in school.
You're being serious about
Man, but I appreciate it. You know where, Templo, it's called Templo Manuel. It's right there by Larry Field, by the
I don't
high
know
school.
where anything is.
You're not from Lubbock?
Yeah. I don't know where anything is.
What the
She
fuck?
doesn't go outside.
You know where
I
Larry,
go to work and I go to the bars where we do comedy and that's it.
you know where Larry Field is at?
Yes.
Anyways, there was a Templo Manuel right there. It's a big church. But whenever I was little, it was right there off of 42nd and Avenue J. And then we also went to
Is that
Templo
the
Cristiano
brown
Ronaldo.
building?
Yeah, the big one. Yeah, not the Shriners one, not the Satan worshiping one, the God worshiping one.
Yeah, the brown one.
Yeah.
You got a Satan worshiping church? in
I don't
Lubbock?
know Shriners. What do they worship? Like stars
I've never
and stuff.
even heard of a Shriner.
Yeah, the Masons. I'm sorry, Masons.
Yeah, they got the funny huts and things.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Shriners, Masons. I don't know. All Satan
Y'all got a
worshipers.
Freemason hut over there?
Yeah, there's it's right there by the Pentecostal church.
That's dope.
But see, in Spanish they don't say Pentecostal. They said, well, it's Assemblies of God.
Pentecostales.
Yeah, and then they say Assemblies of
Ooh,
God.
I like the
because-
way that sounds. Say that one more time.
Pentecostales.
Yeah.
Pentecostales.
And so that's-
I want to join.
That's how I was. That's how I was born and raised. That's what I was born into. And I remember these Catholic. They would have these dances and stuff. These Catholic youth organization dances where people would get stabbed and beat up, right? And I was like, my cousins all went to them. My mom didn't let us go. I'm like, I want to go and worship Satan at these dances. Why do Catholics get to do that? I want to do the
What
same
the
thing.
Wait, Catholic dances, people get stabbed?
Yes,
What kind of Catholic dance?
over there on the south side, right behind Long John Silver's,
What-
Our Lady of Guadalupe.
It has nothing to do that they're Mexican or Catholic. They're just
No, okay. So Hino Flores, who my cousin was dating at the time, where they had just broke up, he got shot in the head coming out of a Catholic CYO dance
What
over there at
the
Lady of Guadalupe.
fuck?
He still has a bullet in his head. Yeah, the dude is in jail who shot him because they were Southsiders. This other dude, they were old school
They're
East Side.
supposed to be happy at church.
Well, they was at a dance. They were coming outside. I don't know if they're getting in a fight, but they shot it. They shot it. I mean,
Who brings a gun to church?
No, these other guys weren't at the church.
The dance was not inside the church
you know what?
either.
Hold on, did that happen at Guadalupe, Eugenio? It wasn't someone else. Anyways, there's a lot of stuff that happened at those dances. I didn't get to participate in it because my mom didn't let me go.
Yeah, you would have got shot.
Well, I've been shot at.
You probably still would have been Catholic too, because you'd be like, "This is exciting."
Well, yeah.
You would have loved it.
Because they got to do stuff we didn't get to do. We didn't have dances and stuff. You know, we weren't even supposed to listen to, like certain secular movies and songs.
They also got molested more.
So Catholics, I don't know if in Lubbock. I mean, you're gonna molest some Catholics. You're gonna molest some. You're not gonna molest them Southside Mexicans over there. Hell no. Good luck. So you know what that tells me then? So maybe these Irish kids and all these other kids getting molested, they weren't as tough as Lubbock Mexican kids, man. Lubbock kids weren't getting molested by Catholics. They wish.
Hot take.
Yeah. So maybe that says a lot about that culture. Mexicans are a lot tougher and stronger and more just stronger in the mind than these other people that get molested.
I'd have to pull up the numbers.
Don't worry about numbers. Fuck your numbers.
Yeah. See how many
He
got
doesn't need
raped
facts.
in-
He just wants
in
to
Mexico.
wildly speculate.
Mexicans
Exactly.
don't get raped. Everyone knows Mexicans are too tough.
Mexican
to get
boys,
raped.
fuck
Ain't-
yeah.
Ain't one Mexican ever been raped ever.
From the South Side of Lubbock, Texas? I've never heard of one. Never heard of one. You hear these people.
Did
"Oh,
you
yeah,
go door
you
to door?
friends?" To what? Try to get raped?
To ask, I'm running a quick survey.
Will you please rape me, sir?
Are you Catholic, sir? Were you ever being raped when you were a child?
No, but my homeboys and these other dudes that, these, I guess you call them our enemies and shit. I don't know. These Southsiders, Northsiders. Nah, these dudes weren't getting raped, man. Not even in the youth center and stuff.
Maybe
They-
they were, and that's why they decided to become gang members, because
They
they
ain't
were
get-
like, we need protection.
Yeah,
from-
they don't want to admit it.
They're
That's
not going
all
to
it
tell
is.
you they got raped. They're just be like, I got a gun yesterday. Let's go shoot some people.
You see, if the Catholic Church was paying the lawsuits or whatever, and people were making money out of it, then a lot of people will say, yeah, I got raped too,
No, Mexicans weren't getting raped. Fuck what y'all say. Mexicans, fuck what y'all say. Fuck what y'all talking about, man. That shit's all this horse shit y'all coming up with. Hypotheses. No, my shit is real.
Bro, you brought that up.
Still, that's beside these
Mine
facts.
has a point.
that I'm bringing up. That just goes to show how tough we were, man. And I wasn't even Catholic.
Yeah, y'all were so tough.
I didn't get raped by a Catholic priest.
How tough were you?
We didn't get raped by a Catholic priest.
All right.
Hoorah!
It's 5:00. I got another podcast at 6, so we can wrap it up. It was a good podcast. 2:46. That's a good amount of time. Right?
Good amount, yeah,
So
bro.
long.
Y'all want to plug your socials, any upcoming events, whatever you want to tell the world.
Ladies first.
Follow me on Twitter at Selena whatever Z.
That's it. Okay, Rafa,
Don't
next.
follow me on anything else.
Okay.
No, I'm not in social media at all. Just
No?
go to the events for Laugh Up City in Lubbock, Texas. It's a bunch of good comedians over there. Thank you.
Laugh Up City. Follow Facebook page, and then also on Twitter at laugh_hub city. At laugh_hub city. And all the events that we're doing, they're tweeted about. So that's it, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
Go like Laugh Hub City. Follow them on Facebook. Super funny comedians. And like and follow Yellow City Comedy as well. Peace out.
All right, brother.
I don't have a good way to end. But thank you for coming, everybody.
Shut the fuck up,
No,
Paul.
thank you, man.
Lattes.
All right. Peace.